Whoa. Whoa, man. Whoa. That's a double rainbow. Oh. Let me see what's going on here. Something's fucked up with this camera. Not really sure what it could be. There we go. Something got mucked up on my camera. You gotta love the... I don't know what the fuck that was, but that was fucking odd. Alright, let me see if this is working. Check, 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 check. That's working. Let me get this working. That's working. Wow, that was bizarre. What the fuck's wrong with my fucking camera? Jesus. It's fucking weird. It's like that. I almost think I should clean it up a bit. This camera fucking fuck. Let's do it like this. Clean it all off there. And a little dry clean. There we go. Oh, fuck. It's the most I cleaned all week. Hey, how are you, everybody? Well, that was weird. Oh, wait. Let me put a bunch of L's in the chat so I can go along with the children. L. There you go. Look at all those L's. I love that we're all spreading love in my chat. All you need is love. I hate this introducing the new notes tab that StreamYard did to me today. I don't need this fucking thing here. I don't know how to get it. I don't know how to get it off, Edith. How do I get this fucking thing off? I don't want it. Fucking get rid of it. I don't want it. Fuck. It's just fucking... I hate when these companies do this to just add something that you don't want and you can't get rid of it. Who are these people? Fucking hell. I don't want it. YouTube's terms of service. I can't even get rid of it. Just for you, all you people at home, there's this like purple strip going across the top of the screen of StreamYard. And I don't want it there. Announcement, introducing the Notes tab. I don't want the fucking Notes tab. How do I get rid of this fucking thing? Layouts. Fucking hotkeys. Camera. Visual effects. Fuck me, man. What is this thing here? I don't want to leave studio. Fuck it. Fucking Notes tab. I don't fucking know.
We're back on my channel. Isn't it lovely? I don't know if I've ever done a show quite in this mood. This is interesting. Welcome to Dabbleverse Live, folks, where the central message today is if I embarrass myself on today's program, it's your fault. So, watch your asses. Be on notice. If anything gets clipped from this episode, my life is on your hands, Buster.
Fuck.
So keep that in mind, everybody.
Jesus, going hard in the paint.
Who knows what we'll be talking about? A lot of it will probably be bleeped, but here to tell you about it is Karl Hamburger.
Well, today we'll be talking about Pest getting banned from YouTube, Aaron Imholte calling into his old radio station again, Mr. Kill Everything passing out drunk on his stream, then pretending it didn't happen, maybe DJ Electra, I don't know. Aaron Imholte taking a victory lap over Haley's criminal record, Haley's marathon explanation, the quartering still striking channels, Woke Dad proving he's a hero yet again. And more than that, but first, we got banter. The fuck was that? What the hell just happened to my soundboard?
Oh, we're already being censored.
We've been hacked. Casey Day must be behind this.
Well, you can imagine banter's coming.
Yeah, it's fine.
In your heads.
What the hell was that? Oh, wait, let me try those.
Karl and Mike gonna talk about what they like. They're gonna chew the shit, as it's been said. And you know when you get to this part of the show, well, it's time for the banter. 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 All right.
Oh, Mike. We had a little banter before the show started.
Sure did.
Hopefully we can turn this thing around.
I fought you tooth and nail. I said, listen.
I didn't get my way.
You listen here, Buster. This isn't going to air with that type of language.
All right, Mike, you were off last week. How was your trip, buddy? How was Story Wars? Were you on Story Wars?
I was.
You weren't?
I wasn't on. No.
Oh, I thought you were on Story Wars.
Don't look for my episode. But the trip was a lot of fun.
Cool. What did you do?
Went to see my New York Yankees.
Excellent.
And nothing too crazy. Went to Jersey. Went to Mohegan Sun for a night. Saw Story Wars. But nothing interesting.
Did you get to talk to Louis J. Gomez and Big J?
No.
What?
I went up and said, listen. I went up to Alex Scarlatta, their producer, and I said, story number 2, if that gets read, I'm going to kill myself.
You trying to sabotage their show, Mike?
I said, and they said, who are you, sir? And I said, it doesn't matter.
Who would do such a thing? Who would try to sabotage someone's show?
I said, I'm just saying, now have a nice episode. If you do something I don't appreciate, I might kill myself and have fun.
That seems like such a dick move to do something like that, Mike.
It seemed like it affected the episode.
Seems out of character.
It seemed like it kind of hung over them, but, you know.
Did you see Opie finally responded to the Anthony and Jim show?
I heard you guys talking about it, yes.
Yeah, we played clips yesterday. It was very funny because, at first, Opie's taking the high road. I knew those guys would get together. They have great chemistry. It's about time. All the things I thought he would say. And then he can't help himself. It just devolves into Jim Norton's the biggest piece of shit to ever exist. And watch out, Rod. He's going to wish death on you and your family. It's like on and on and on. Jim Norton hasn't brought up Opie's name in a decade.
No, and one thing I was waiting for you guys to bring up, and maybe you knew what he was talking about, because I couldn't. He kept saying Jim Norton would wish death on people's kids, and he was serious.
Yeah, and spit on the floor.
I couldn't think of what he was talking about.
I don't know either.
I mean, he used to unload on callers and shit.
Yep.
But that's he doesn't know if the callers even have kids. That's I don't remember him because he wrote that book, I Hate Your Guts, and he went off on. Steve Martin. I think he talked about that guy Maxwell in that book.
Yep.
He just did he go after their kids in that book? Must have been something I was missing because I didn't know what he was talking about.
I have the book right here behind me, and I believe that it was all in jest. Well, he definitely was mad at Maxwell, but I believe it's all in jest.
Right.
That was his character. He was the angry guy, telling people to slip in a puddle of AIDS and die.
Also, if you went back through the angry rants of the Opie and Anthony show, Norton certainly had plenty. He was way angrier when he was younger. You could when they first got to XM, he was really angry, and then cooled over the years. I think if you went through everyone's angriest rants, Opie's were by far the most malicious.
Yeah, so Opie's trying to paint this picture where Jim's like this awful person that can't get along with anyone. Meanwhile, and like him and Sam Roberts hate each other and all this stuff. Meanwhile, Jim gets along with everyone who was on the show. You know, I'm in touch with all the people who are on the Opie and Anthony show for many years. No one has a problem with Jim.
Right.
It's just one of those things where like Opie tries to create this narrative, and thank God he's got Ron Berman there. Doesn't know jack about shit. Who just goes, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds right.
It's also great that the thing that annoyed him that he didn't get was Chip, which became Opie over time.
Yeah. And I don't think it started as Opie.
No.
But by the later episodes of the Chip Chipperson podcast, there were a few mentions of 18, you know, so doing this since I was 18.
There was some nose picking and
yeah, for sure.
going to the phones.
Home run, call me a home run.
So, yeah, I think it did turn it out eventually. He hated all of his characters, though. Opie was even going off about that. He's like, oh, he hated his characters. I heard your, Why Are You Laughing episode about Jim Norton. And you were talking about, like, we should do a whole episode dedicated to Jim Norton's characters. And I agree.
Yeah.
They're spectacular.
They were beloved.
Right. It's some of the funniest shit you've ever heard. I mean, they had jingles.
Who's that old guy over there? Uncle Paul, Uncle Paul. With the creepy...
I loved Uncle Paul. It's one of my favorite
It's weird.
guys.
He just became disconnected with that show, which is strange because he'll tell you over and over again it was his vision.
Right.
Like he conceived it entirely and then didn't understand it at a point.
And he could do it again. I remember his arguments with Anthony on the air. Like, I don't need this.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just, yeah.
That was a
What are you
weird
going to
one,
do?
too. That was a weird one where he was like, one phone call to Kumia and you're done, Norton. It's like, yeah, Anthony would do a show with you. He wouldn't be like, well, Jim, I guess we'll never see each other again.
I got an ultimatum from Opie, so I guess we can't do a show anymore.
And if Opie called him and said, hey, we're doing a show together, you can never speak to Norton again, it's an absolute no. It's like a non-starter.
What a weird thing for him to say. And then he also said something about like playing arenas or stadiums or something like that. Like, Opie Anthony's going to go on the road and start doing live shows.
People have had that and I've even heard like my boy Luis J. Gomez say stuff like that, where they could do something, make a ton of money, whatever. The first episode would be amazing if they have it out. I would suspect if they really have it out, there would be no second episode.
Right. Yeah. How long can you do that?
That's the thing. Like, how long can you do that unless they really make amends with each other? But like, I don't see Opie doing that.
Yeah. I'd much rather see the Anthony and Jim show. I think we all would.
Yeah. We're good. We got
it. We don't need to bring Opie back into the fold. It's fine. But this whole idea that they could be selling, like Opie claims they'll make millions of dollars to be reunited with Anthony. And I guess they think they're going to be doing these live shows like they're Kill Tony or something. It's like, you're not Kill Tony. It's not a good live show.
Right. That's true too. Like when they would do live shows, it would almost be a little like awkward because it wasn't the regular radio show.
It wouldn't be fun to listen to on the radio. Right. I'm sure it was fun if you were there live, but it wasn't a good.
But you just said something too that I was like, why have we been doing this? Where it's like, Anthony and Jim are doing a show together. I'm sure at some point they will have guys like E-Rock on or whatever. Or they even did when they did the radio show together. E-Rock was there. And why do we want an Opie and Anthony reunion? We've spent the last 8 years now being like, this guy fucking sucks.
For the reason the reason you just said, so that they can have it out.
Yeah, you want that one episode.
Precisely, because if you remember, they were going to do that, and Opie said, no, we got to grab a beer first and talk about this. And Anthony's like, no, that's the show. Us having a beer together is the show. We got to do it on air.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't really care about Opie and Anthony reunion. I'm excited that Anthony and Jim are back together because those two are very funny. And it feels like old times. I got that
It sure
sense.
does. Opie, Anthony, Karen Feehan, just like the old days.
I know. Oh, the other funny thing I want to point out, though, is people are telling Opie, I don't know if it was Ron or someone in the chat, like, Opie, you got to go on the Anthony and Jim show, as a guest. And Opie's going, I wouldn't do that. And Anthony's in my chat going, he's not invited.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Opie's acting like it's on his terms.
Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, we're good. All right. Let's talk about Clipper, who we love, one of the greatest Clippers.
Yeah.
Cardiff claims he is the best. That's right. Pest has posted this on X. Pest was removed from YouTube. Your channel, Pest, wasn't following our policy on harassment and cyberbullying. We removed it to protect our community. If you think we made the wrong call, we'd be happy to take another look. Apparently, Pest has tried to get it reinstated, and it is permanently deleted.
Do we know why? Was there one particular video? Is this...
All right, so I'm going to go through. I'm going to go through the comments here because Pest does comment on this, and the comments are really a who's who of the Dabbleverse. You got Dabblin' Doofus, Bacon Bits, the Creep Off, Annie, our review girl, Aaron Imholte quotes, which is one of the best follows on X. So a lot of important players in here. Fudgicle's in there, but Pest says, "I lost monetization." Oh, Dan, is this No More Nice Dan? Is that $2 Dan? I don't know. He says, "Sorry, man. I lost my channel / monetization a while back due to similar policy. Fight it if you can, but try to figure out who is responsible. Likely Felicia / Karmic from my experience." Pest says, "I lost monetization a while back too. Yeah, YouTube denied my appeal, but I'm trying to see what else I can do." Dabbling Down Under said, "Do you know why?" He says, "I don't know, for bullying and harassment from what YouTube emailed me, but looks like it was a group of people flagging."
Oh, dear.
Yeah. He says, "Yep. But it is what it is, you know. Crazy though, because I can't even watch YouTube on that account. I lost all channels I was subbed to and just re-upped my YouTube premium. Lol." So he's taking it in stride.
A targeted attack of some kind.
Yes, that's what he's claiming, which there are people in the Dabbleverse who like to strike and flag channels.
Yeah, do we have a theory on who this might be? I know John is gathering his henchmen up for a reboot.
Well, I mean, Pest says it himself. He thinks it's probably Felicia and Karmic. But I don't know if that's true or not.
Boy, these people, and I'm not talking about anyone specific. but I gotta tell you, whether it's Pest or Doom,
yep,
or Stalin 19 or Dirty Jersey Rat, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can show me a video where they comment and they're really vicious, whatever. All that I've found on their channels were clips of other people's shows. Yes. Being like, hey, here's an interesting thing Karmic X said. Here's an interesting thing Felicia said, Stuttering John, Steel Toe, whoever. I don't understand. The clip can be whatever. The clip can be beheading in Iran. The clip can be anything. If you watch the video, you're going to either say, this person embarrassed themselves, or I don't get what the big deal is about this clip, or, hey, I actually kind of like that show. I don't understand. And Doom, like his clips end, or hers or theirs, their clips end with a compilation, and which I think is actually brilliant. It's a perfect way to do it, and I've been thinking about it a lot lately for no particular reason. The Doom's clips end with a montage of people going, this Doom is attacking me. He's after me.
Yes. I think Doom's being paid by Pat Dixon.
And it makes them sound insane.
Yes.
Here's what Doom is. Doom, if you consider Doom an evil villain, it's one of the most brilliant, artistic, Christopher Nolan-esque characters, because Doom is this evil doer who sneaks around Gotham City, and his only weapon is a mirror. And he holds it up to us, and we go, hey, who's this asshole? Why are you making this guy look like a piece of shit?
It's so true. I heard you guys talk about this on BTH on Monday night, and you're talking about the fact, like, okay, has he put some titles on videos to say this is the worst podcast ever? Sure. There's a little bit of commentary on that, but other than that, it's like you could watch it just for yourself. Like, I don't know, maybe it's not the worst.
Maybe Doom is sitting behind his keyboard going, or Pest. I mean, Pest is who we're talking about. That's right.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe Pest is sitting behind his keyboard going, burn, Stuttering John, burn. Or maybe he's like, this would be kind of a funny title. Upload.
Yeah, this will get clicks. Right.
It's not that fucking serious.
Yeah, I agree. And we were bringing Doom in as the example because Doom's in the chat and a producer of the show, as you guys know. Cardiff, huge fan of Doom producing the show.
Oh, is that right?
We appreciate him, yes. So speaking of people who flag channels and strike channels, you know the quartering.
I'm familiar, yes.
Yeah, and the quartering is taking a lot of heat over recent months. The quartering is responsible for Chrissy Mayer losing her spot on Friday Night Tights, which is a really big show that she was a part of. But because she was simping for the quartering and Melanie Mack, who works for the quartering, she got wrapped up in this whole thing. And the quartering has this coffee brand. It's called Coffee Brand Coffee. He's been promoting the fact that it's going to be in Walmart. You'll be able to walk into a Walmart. It's going to be on the shelf right there. Get your Coffee Brand Coffee.
Nice.
And it finally happened. And the quartering put out an announcement. Hey, we're available in Walmart. Except for it's only available on Walmart.com. Okay. And there's 2 different K-cups. There's like blueberry and a dark roast. Is all you could get.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it doesn't seem like it was quite what he was expecting to have happen. But he's been bragging about it for months. They're getting Walmart distribution.
I'm sure when you're in the middle of a public controversy and everyone hates you, it's a good time to launch a product. Really get your name out there. People will support it.
He's trying to pretend like nothing's like the sky isn't falling. He's just kind of like going through. But what I wanted to play you is Luther Morgan posted this video yesterday. And Luther Morgan is the author of the Lol Cow book. He's obviously featured the quartering on a lot of his stuff. And this is the flagging that's still happening by Jeremy Hambley.
Guys, Luther Morgan here coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Coffee Brand Coffee and their trip into Walmart. Now, just in case you haven't heard, on the old Twitter machine, the quartering recently flagged down 2 of my live streams. So this live stream called The Quartering is Thriving, Not Coping, No Seething, Just Flourishing in His Lane. This one was actually like 3 weeks old or 2 weeks old. And then this one, CBC Funeral, The Quartering's Lies Comes Home to Roost. As you can see, there's no timestamp provided, so I have no idea what part of this video he considers to be cyberbullying and harassment. And this makes 4 videos that he's tried to take down, if you include these 2. So it's absolutely shameless, and I'm, of course, going to be appealing this and going through the process on getting these videos reinstated. Now, I wasn't the only one. Camelot, the so-called failed race car driver, he also had a video get taken down, and it was ex-co-host Sydney Watson breaks silent on the quartering. So this was his expose, his interview with Sydney Watson, where Sydney Watson, basically exposed him for his lies and the sexual harassment that he did on her. And if we look at the timestamp, my strike happened at 4:47 a.m. and Camelot got his at 4:46. So Jeremy Hambley was having a Miller Time crash out at 4:45 in the morning, not getting sleep, not flourishing. I don't know what he was doing up that late, but he was out here flagging stuff. And this stuff is like weeks old. I think that Sydney Watson thing was maybe a month ago. So he's either going through the back catalog of detractor content late at night, drunk, or he just has like the shit list folder, and then when he gets a little liquid courage, that's when he decides it's time to go on a false flagging campaign.
So I play that because anyone who's flagging channels, striking channels, it's a bad look. It's not good for our community. It's not good for the Dabbleverse. Do not do that. Stop striking channels, everyone.
It's so lame. Like, what's the?
It's so lame.
And if you have a right to, I played a guy's entire documentary the other day. Mm-hmm. If he says, "Hey, don't do that, please," I'd rather you not. Then I get it. That's a different thing, If you're doing it out of like spite, what is the difference? What if the channel's up? They said something mean about you. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and the problem is that it's the Streisand effect, because now there's this video where he struck these old videos that no one's even watching anymore. And now it's showing you that, like, oh, this guy's still butthurt. And this is why people went after the quartering in the first place, because he's going around flagging Kino Casino and their clip channel on YouTube and Worski's channel and the guys from Kino Casino. And so those guys just like went out on a whole fucking campaign exposing this guy.
Yeah.
Which did really wonders for Kino Casino and not so great for the quartering. Apparently he's not learning at all.
Also, the other reason it's just vindictive is because if they had a right to the clips, like it happens all the time where I'll see like my videos are in escrow or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yep.
Because the copyright holder is like, hey, I'd like to make the money from that. Like they're using my stuff, they're playing a song I use or whatever. Like, just give me the money from that and we're good.
Right.
I would so much rather that. I'll happily hand you the money rather than lose my channel because I uploaded a video I didn't realize you would ruin my life over.
Right. Correct. Vindictive is the right word because that's the adult way to handle this. I get those things all the time where it's like, okay, I got to give the money over to Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
I'd rather not, but okay, fine. Speaking of people who do not learn, Mr. Kill Everything. You familiar with this character?
A little bit. I know the name.
So I think he kind of started up in the MLC chat. That's where I first started seeing him.
Right.
But I actually met him and Mrs. Kill Everything at a Detroit show that we did. WATP came out to a live show we did. And I always thought he was a nice enough guy.
Oh.
A blue collar welder, goes on these shows and mixes it up a little bit. But, he's just a fan of the Dabbleverse and these different shows.
Okay.
Problem is he's got a bit of a drinking problem.
Okay, that's what I know of him. I was going to
Yeah.
say, he's always drunk on these the clips I see anyways.
So apparently, once again, he's on his own stream, a little too drunk, and he passes out. Now you're going to hear someone else who's on the stream with him talking, and he's just pretty much losing consciousness during this.
So what are we doing?
He's shaking his head around. His eyes are getting heavy. Eyelids are real heavy. Slumping a little bit.
People in the chat, what's going on? I can't see any chats at all. Only what pops up on the screen here. I know Tolkien's been chatting up a storm here and there. Looks like this guy's gonna go to bed right now in the chair. Time for him to go Mimi's.
Oh man, he looks like he's gonna vomit. His tongue's out, back and forth.
Do we know who this guy talking is?
I don't.
I like that he's kind of trying to make something out of it. He's like,
Yep, he just slumped over onto the desk in front of him, and he's no longer in view.
He's just like bent over. What the hell is he doing?
All right, he's back up. Nope, he's off to the side. Oh, we can see him a little bit up. Oh, yeah, he's about to go down again. Oh, he's down again.
Hey, we're still live. You know that, right? I don't know if you can even hear me.
He's trying to wake him up. Hey, you're kind of embarrassing yourself, buddy.
Anyways, before we end it here,
we just scrubbed through a
yeah,
little bit in this video just to see how this concludes.
I don't know what he's going to do here with his live stream because I have no control over this. So you guys might just be seeing this background of his, and I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. All right, y'all.
All right. So that's how that ends. Well, actually, no, that's not how it ends. How it ends is with Mr. Kill Everything getting up at some point off camera, taking all of his clothes off, and then walking back on camera completely naked and completely out of it. He doesn't even realize he's streaming this, I don't think. So I'll just commentate here so that you can understand. So he walks up. He's falling over on his chair again. You can tell he is buck naked. He is not a fan of the gym.
If his audio was on, we'd hear him going, well, I'm completely alone. No one can see me.
Now he's getting back in his chair. This is wild right here. So he's sitting down in this chair. I'm not going to make fun of his farmer tan. I have one too. And, he's got the MLC background representing his company well. Sure, I'm sure Kevin's happy about this. He will go on Kevin's show after this to explain himself. Now he's barely opening his eyes. He's looking at his computer. I don't think he's realizing yet that he's live streaming this. I think he's still kind of out of it. He's like, I was doing something a minute ago. What was I doing? What's going on over here?
Kill everything. Think.
Yeah. I was in the middle of something. What task was it? All right. So whatever. That's enough of that. So he finally does turn it off. Now, the next day, he gets on his stream again, and he's going to explain what happened to us, which is, I think, a good explanation. Mike, I bring this up too often probably, but you've mentioned in the past there was a time when you got a little bit too drunk on a show.
Oh yeah,
and you regret that, and you make calculations in your head, and you go, okay, I'm not going to do that again. Here's how I'm going to avoid that. So I guess Mr. Karl, everything has done this before.
Similar strategy.
So he's going to explain what went wrong this time.
Okay.
Yeah, last night took a turn. I kind of fucked up. Turn this down. I kind of fucked up. I forgot to set a timer and reminder, and I didn't measure. I just kind of went with it. No, but every single time I gotta set a time. Yeah, I put on a timer, reminders to stop. And I didn't do that last night. Or yesterday. Well, I appreciate you guys.
That's an interesting thing right there. Like, I'm sure when I'm drunk 3 hours from now, I'll remember to hit that timer. And
That's what
responsible.
I said, Kirk, you got to understand my timer didn't go off.
Yeah, right. But there's more to it than that.
Fine. I woke up, felt completely fine.
Good.
But yeah, I was talking to my friend today, and I said, I just asked him, so how bad was it? And he kind of gave me the rundown. I was like, shit. I said, yeah, I just basically told him what I told you. It's like, yeah, I screwed up. I didn't measure anything. It's like, this is your limit. And I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah.
That's interesting too. He's measuring things. I hate when the bartender does that. I ask for a cocktail and they got out that little measuring thing. I'm like, what are we doing?
Right.
But because he has to do that at home with the timer as well.
We don't want to overserve these people. We know how they can get.
Yeah, it's like every time you're in an airport, they're charging you 3 times as much as they would charge you, and they're giving you way less alcohol. But don't get me started on my airport rant. I know that Mike's a big fan of it.
I love it.
I haven't been to an airport in the last week or two, so I'm not going to get into it. The other thing that's awful right here, and Mr. Kill Everything is rolling with it, which is fine. I've definitely had those moments where you're at a party or you're out with friends somewhere, and there are things that are no longer in your memory banks.
God.
There's a few missing scenes,
Yeah.
And you see your buddies a few days later and you go, guys, I got after it the other night. I hope I didn't embarrass myself. And they're like, Karl, you did do this, you did do that. But fortunately, it's just the people at the bar and the people at the party, not live streaming it for everyone in the Dabbleverse to see.
You don't have to hope they tune in Monday.
Like, I can't imagine calling your buddies like, yeah, dude, you were buck naked and you were stumbling around like, well, that's not great.
What Mr. Kill Everything is dealing with is I've dealt with many times where I lead with an apology. Yes. I don't know if I did anything wrong, but I'm like, hey, sorry about last night. And sometimes people are like, oh, don't worry about it. Dude, what are you talking about? But sometimes they're like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, right.
And you're like, oh, God, what did I do?
They just stop texting you. You just never hear from them again. You're like, all right, that's on me.
Yeah.
Well, people want him to watch the clip. Like, hey, man, why don't you watch back and see what happened?
Poor guy.
I didn't see any clips. I'm sure it is, but I'm not watching it.
That's the right move.
It actually is.
Yeah.
I mean, what else are you going to say? Like, I don't remember any of this.
Hey, made a fool of myself, and let's all get on with our lives.
Right.
All I know is I fucked up, and yeah.
There you go.
There you go. That's all that matters.
It's refreshing.
All I know is I fucked up, and all right, well, I'll try again. Starting now, I will do better again starting now because I've been doing well for a while. I've been pretty proud of myself, but
some people fall off the wagon, others fall off their gaming chair. So then he goes on MLC, and Kevin, the Godfather, he wants to know what happened.
Sure.
What's going on? Did you embarrass the MLC brand, Mr. Kill Everything?
You can't do that.
But he's got an excuse. He's got an excuse for it.
You're
Goodbye.
a drunk fucking idiot. Go cry about Mazzy, you fucking pussy.
That's Panhandler, by the way. And then he gets booted immediately after saying that.
Wait. You don't want to be on with me or Panhandler?
I got better. I got more fucking value on
What
here
happened?
than
What happened? Is that AI? The videos? Are you okay?
It's all AI, and I'm all okay.
So all the videos of you falling out of your chair, that's AI generated.
Hell yeah! I pay $40 a month for Grok, and I make some awesome fucking videos.
That wasn't you. You're fine.
I'm fine. Yeah.
What?
I woke up at midnight. And I was like, "Geez, Louise, I still got another 3 hours to go get some rest." And made myself get some rest. And went.
What
to
are
work
those?
and had another good
What
day.
are those? You said it.
Gumshoe Mike says, "Are Karl and Mike fighting?" Mike doesn't know which way to face. I know it looks like he's disgusted with me right now. That's not. I don't think that's the case. Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
It's AI. That's AI from today or last night.
It's AI from all sorts of nights.
So that wasn't you. You're not even drinking, right?
I'm drinking, but it's also AI drinking.
God, this is the sweep for each other show. Kevin likes to talk about how we all agree with each other all the time. We're the get along gang or whatever.
Sure.
These guys, it's like nonstop. Everyone's sweeping for Chad Zubak and Mr. Kill Everything's drinking problem, and it's wild. Like Kevin's like, yeah, so it's AI. Okay, yeah, AI. Right, that didn't happen.
Like, does he really believe that?
I don't know. I think Kevin's that naive. I don't know what he believes.
Okay. Yeah, because we were worried. We thought if that's you, then we got a bit of a situation on our hands.
But thank God.
Day
Yeah. Thank God it's just AI. Fooled again.
today. Holy shit. Went to work, did my shit. Work sucks, but work is also fun sometimes.
Why'd you get that?
So that was a weeknight.
That haircut.
All right. So that was a weeknight that Mr. Keller everything. Yeah, I worked the next day.
Jesus.
All right. So then one last clip, and there is not a lot to report here, but Abba's on Stuttering John's channel. John's been lending his channel out to Abba, and Vegas Beer Sales Jerry. Ashley Cummings has been on there. And Abba's got this new character. I don't know if you've seen Glenn.
Oh, I know Glenn.
Yeah.
That's great. That's Ava?
Dude, you might want to send a cease and desist on behalf of the Beggy Monster. I don't know about this voice that Ava's doing.
Yeah.
But here, Ava has Mr. Kill Everything on, and you got this great opportunity to talk to him about blacking out on screen and showing up naked.
Okay.
And let's see what she does with that.
Hey, fuckers. Alright, so a lot happened in the S&P today, and we're gonna bring Mr. Kill Everything on to go in the stocks.
People give Hackrat a hard time. This is
okay.
Oh, nobody enjoys this. I don't know a single person just like, I like this new character Ava's doing.
It's unlistenable.
It's brutal.
There I am. How you doing?
Good. How the fuck are you doing?
Oh, just hanging out. I was laying in bed until he said, "Hey, come on." And it's like, "Okay, I'll come on for a little bit." But holy shit, I think this is the third time I'm on Stuttering John's channel with but this time no Stuttering John.
Are you a fan
I'm
of the...
here in my bathrobe.
Oh, you fan of the show?
Well, I'm a fan. Oh, I thought you said shower. Of course, I'm a fan of the shower. I'll leave it as that.
All right, so this goes on, but basically, Glenn's got the NASDAQ composite index up, and they're talking about stock prices, and Glenn wants to know what he's invested in and shit. It's just a total waste of a guest. It reminds me of Ray DeVito had me on his show the day after the mandolin nap video dropped, and Kevin Brennan spent 2 hours on it.
Oh, my God. What a scoop.
And I go, Ray, you going to ask me about my mandolin? I brought it down here. I got it right next to me here. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Karl. I'm like, all right, well, I can't help you, man. I don't know.
I've got to get ready.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'll address this. You'll get the scoop. But okay, whatever. It's fine. We have to talk about Steel Toe. Steel Toe versus Pretty Antisocial, Haley.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to hit a couple super chats.
Yay, super chats.
Jay Wolfenstein. Hi, Mike.
Hey, buddy.
Mo Strout. That was Electra reference? She gone coof herself?
No.
We'll explain. All will be explained.
Yeah.
JFK Head Chunk. Don't forget all of Norton's Ted's Emporiums. I fucking love the
Ted
Emporiums.
Scheckler, yes.
Yes.
Edgar, of course.
Yep.
Craig Schinkel.
I like that you guys addressed, what's it, Joe?
Regular Joe?
Regular Joe, yeah.
I got my container of coffee. What do I know?
Germ 42. I'm just here for cupcakes and Carl's innocence.
Ooh.
Has Germ turned the other way around on me? I can't figure it out.
I didn't know he was against you.
For a long time.
Oh, no.
Real battle. Bacon Bits says, Flaggets get me demonetized too. Bunch of scared bums. Sorry, Bacon Bits. I'm sorry to hear that. Hawaiian Pizza. We all have our demons, but glass houses and all that. Haley built her brand on moral outrage despite her own skeletons. Focus should be on her, not DJE. Yes, most of the show will be devoted to this Haley drama. For
I'm
sure.
interested to talk about Haley. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot to get to with Haley. I sat through the first 3 hours of that stream yesterday morning. I was out for a bike ride. I was like, oh great. I'll listen to what Haley has to say. And I sat there and listened to every fucking super chat and super tip.
I appreciate Stalin 19 giving me the Reader's Digest version.
Yeah. I tried Haley. I tried to watch you explain it, then I had to go to Stalin to get it. The Kinky Loco says, Team Glenn. How dare you, Kinky Loco?
I wish Glenn wasn't so crass. Everything is F this and F that.
That's true. Not a big fan. Before we get into Steel Toe versus Haley.
Yeah.
My buddy Bubble Popper sent me this morning. Ooh. And we might cover this tomorrow on this little piggy, but this is very funny because you might remember that last week. Oh, and props to Tukey, by the way, for filling in for Mike last week.
Yes, thank you, Tukey.
Tukey was fantastic on the program. People really enjoyed him. He's always good.
He always is.
You might remember that Aaron and Oz called their old radio station. They're all giddy and excited about fucking with the guys on the radio. And they go, hey, what's up, Randy? It's Aaron and Oz. And he goes, oh, okay. And just hangs up on him. It's very funny.
We didn't even get to threaten them with a bra bombing.
Right. So Aaron decides this week to try it again.
Okay. We can do this Bucky story, or we can call Randy K.
This is
Bucky's.
from...
I want the Bucky story.
Please, Bucky's. What can go wrong with the Bucky story? It's already written. This is from this morning.
I'm going to let you decide.
Let's see if Randy's up.
Should we give Randy a call? All right, guys. Earlier today, we let you know that the ratings came in for radio, and they were not kind to 101. So, what is it? 320-252?
6,200.
6,200. All right. So, we're going to give Randy a call. What are we going to talk to him about first? Because we don't want to go right into the ratings.
No, we have to...
it's not like Aaron to gloat. I'm surprised that he would see bad ratings and want to just call them and tell them they suck.
Are there bad ratings in St. Cloud, Minnesota?
We went from 12 people listening to 9.
Yeah,
so,
like what is
25%
of any of these states?
Right, I know, it's so stupid. How do you even get a ratings book, Owl? There's none of the people. I know.
You got to think of a song title, and then find it when it came out.
All right.
So like we have to list. A listener has to be like when did this song come out? Who did it? And then what year? And he'll know all.
Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me. Should we do that one?
Yeah.
Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me. Could you say hi? Could you? Because I think they like you better.
Sure.
So could you say hi? It's Oz. Whatever. Just call in to say hi. Steel Toe Morning Show, all that stuff. I don't want to.
I love the peek behind the scene right here, Mike. I love this internal meeting that we're privy to. They figure out how they're going to pull this off.
It's like being in the war room.
Right. And so that's how they do it.
And at the end, we're going to talk to him about the ratings and say that we'd like to talk to Gary about coming back. We'll do it for half the price you're doing now. We just want to see the station return to its former glory. So let's give Randy K a call and see if he's up for talking. When he answers, you can...
right, Bucky's story.
Mark speaking. Can I help you?
Is Randy K available?
Nope, he's not. Thanks for calling.
Our number must have come up.
I like that they spent 2 minutes planning what they're going to do, strategizing. All right, let's pretend that we're a caller asking about a song that we like. And then you'll run out with their, hey, your ratings suck. We should bring back Steel Toe. This elaborate prank.
I don't mean to tell these radio veterans how to do their job. Mm-hmm. Of course your number came up. You called yesterday?
Yeah, I called just last week.
So, of course your number came up. Also, you don't call hi, is Randy home?
Can Randy play?
You have like a topic to get on the air. You don't go, hi, is Randy K available, please?
Randy had a good time talking to us.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't.
That was weeks ago. They actually did talk to Randy. They keep trying to recreate
this
that.
Has been a weekly bit for several weeks.
Apparently, yes.
Lou.
Randy enjoyed talking to us. And Lou had to go and fucking ruin it. Lou's a bully. Lou is bullying Randy. You know what? We've been there. We were there for years. We know what's going on. Poor Randy wants to answer the phone and talk to us. And Lou is pushing him out of the way. And he's answering the phone. What?
We tried.
And then he's bullying poor Randy, going, you answer that fucking phone, Randy. I'm going to kick the shit out of you. Poor Randy is being bullied at work by Mark Lewandowski being the heavy for Gary. You know what? If I see Lou, I tell you what, I'm going to give him a fucking swirly. I'm going to give him a... You know what, guys?
You know what I appreciate about this radio veteran, Aaron Imholte?
Mm-hmm.
He's able to save the bit, even though it was a failure. This is great.
Man, he can really make lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
320-252-6200 for Tri-County Broadcasting. Tell Lou that he's a meanie bajini. There you go. Guys, there it is. 320-252.
So now he's sicking the pests on them.
Aaron, this guy might get 3-4 calls if you keep this up.
I don't. He thinks he has a real size audience. He's like, I'll show them. I'll get all of you guys to call him and say he's a jerk. No one's gonna call. No one cares.
You have to plead with them for the goal every day. You're not gonna get them to call a radio station and prepare a bit.
I say this all the time. Imagine this guy did have an audience and power. What would he do with it? You know what I mean? It's like, this guy's such a fucking asshole.
It's like Bill Burr's bit about Kanye, where he's like, "Thank God he was born a black guy, because a white, blue-eyed, blonde-haired man with that kind of sociopathy could be dangerous."
6200. It's pinned at the top of the page. Everybody call in and report to us how the phone call went. We didn't have to do this.
No.
We didn't want this to go this way. We saw the ratings were a disaster. We wanted to help. This is what you get.
So much.
You know what? This is what you get for being a good guy. I try to help. I try to bury the hatchet. I try to let bygones be bygones. After all, these guys shoved a fucking knife in my back. And I see them in their moment of need. And I go, you know what? I'm going to be the bigger man. I'm going to offer to help. And what do they fucking do? Treat me like a half a fag.
Just that little thing that Aaron just did.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see similarities between him and Mersh. And no offense to Mersh. Him and I were messaging
he
today.
Put me in this bind. I'm a
No, Mersh and I were messaging today. He called me the N-word, but I think we're friends.
He's a great man.
Yes, I think we're good.
But it is. Aaron reminded me of a few people in this clip, because there are many talented broadcasters that Aaron is emulating here. Like, you can hear influence from guys who are like actually good at radio.
Right.
Like, Aaron is clearly trying to do something he's seen other people do, and it really just proves like talent is a completely indefinable quality. Because if this was put into the hands of Howard Stern in his day or someone like that, like this would have been something, and we'd all be on board, and we'd be like, "Hey, fuck those pussies that hung up on Howard." Like that's what Aaron's going for here. But he just whatever that is, that charisma or the connection to the audience. And maybe I'm just wrong because I'm not an everyday listener.
No, you're definitely right. And it's not like a who's with me kind of moment either.
Yeah.
So I think he misjudged it. Like someone just being like, yeah, he's not here, and then hanging up on him. It's not like, oh, guys, we got to get our fucking revenge on this asshole. It's just everyone's like, dude.
It doesn't seem like the radio station is petrified of what Aaron Imholte will do on the air.
Yes. But yeah, it just seems like, well, Aaron, you didn't plan this out very well, and it didn't work out for you. I'm not going to fight your battles for you after this. I just want to bring this up. I put it on WTP yesterday, but I think it's important to report this news on Dabbleverse Live, which is a weekly news program about the Dabbleverse. Big props to Chad Zumock. Came back from his gigs in Michigan, was streaming on Sunday, saw the post on Facebook that said the name of the company that was providing karaoke at Aaron's 12th anniversary show at Stoney's. Gave them a call and said, yeah, I want to know what the price is to get karaoke at my anniversary show for Z-Man versus the rest of the world.
Sure.
And the guy gets to talking. Oh, Stoney's. Yeah, we were just there. My son was there last night. Oh, it was a disaster. Aaron was wasted, fell walking up the stairs to the stage.
Wildly unprofessional of this guy.
I know. Very funny, though. But yeah, it's a great phone call because as you're listening to Chad, if Chad told us this happened, I wouldn't believe it. But it happened live on his show.
Yeah.
Where the guy goes, yeah, we're supposed to be there 6 to 10. We cut it short at 7:30 and prorated.
And this is definitely the guy, right? It's not like Chad called some guy to pretend to be this guy who was at Aaron's show or anything.
If that's the case, then brilliant acting because Chad was stumbling and fumbling to talk to this guy. Like if he knew it wasn't the real guy, and it was scripted.
Yeah.
It would have been a lot smoother, I think.
Okay.
But Aaron then gets on his show later that day, not knowing, just seeing a Boozmock tweet about it, not knowing that the phone call was on the air, and just lies about it, and just goes, oh, that didn't happen at all. Chad saying there was a comedy show. There was no comedy show. It was just karaoke. Everything went fine. I helped clean up afterwards. So it'd be way better. I mentioned this yesterday. It'd be way better if Aaron just went, dude, I don't drink like I used to. We started playing cornhole at 1, and I was pounding beers, and yeah, I got away from me.
Yeah.
So much easier just to say that. It's fine.
It'd be more like Mr. Kill Everything, for God's sake.
Yeah, right. Yes. It's like it was AI.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened. All right, let's get into the main event. Steel Toe versus Pretty Antisocial. Round 1 goes to Aaron Imholte, who takes a giant victory lap on Monday.
He's very excited, yes.
I've never seen a guy more giddy about heroin being sold.
Just
wasn't a heroin addict.
Like a crime happened 15 years ago. Like I really don't know what he's happy about. Like good for him, I guess. He earned this one.
Sure. Yes. Hopefully this made his life better. And I think it did based on how he reacts to it.
Now, here's something that's going to be clear. Any Dabbleverse people who are going to pop in the chat, they're going to simp for her hard. They need to protect her. They can't know the truth. They can't know the truth. The truth is she is far worse than I am. Like all of these people, they've all done far worse than I have. They're all way bigger pieces of shit than me.
I mean, that's a crazy victory right there.
Am I a piece of shit? Sure.
Yeah, I'm garbage, but...
Are they bigger pieces of shit?
But is Haley even worse than me? Yeah, I think so.
Why can't these people just be honest with their audience? Why can't they just tell their audience, look, I hate...
I'm sorry. I don't want to keep pausing it. This guy has no self-awareness. Can't be honest with his audience? Have me on your show, Aaron. I've been asking to come on your show. You lie to your audience nonstop every day about everything.
April's right upstairs. She'll be down, and we'll discuss it then.
Right.
People just be honest with their audience. Why can't they just tell their audience, look, I hate Aaron. I don't know why. There's something about his punchable fat face and his ugly chins. I hate the guy. It's an unreasonable hatred, but I'm just going to go after him. Why can't you just be honest with your audience? Tell them I'm a far bigger piece of shit than Aaron is. I've done way worse than Aaron has, but I just can't explain it. I just hate his guts that much.
That's a weird way.
I don't know.
Anything.
Yeah.
It'd be weird for anyone to be like, I'm a huge piece of shit, but I don't like Aaron. It's like, well, why'd you tell the first part?
I remember when Anthony Cumia came on and talked about his issue with Danny Brand. And remember the way he couched it was, I'm a bigger piece of shit than Steel Toe. When you're confessing to things, you have to compare yourself.
You have to make sure everyone knows.
To other personalities, decide whether you're better or worse than that person.
Although I will defend Aaron here. And I don't know enough about Haley's show. I don't know how hard she goes at him or anything.
Mm-hmm.
If she is someone that kind of took the moral high ground and was like, Aaron, how could you do this? I mean, revenge porn. Like if she really talked, which I've seen her on with you guys sometimes. I don't get that vibe from her. Maybe I'm wrong. I just don't know enough about her. But like if she kind of like looked down his nose at what he did and shamed him and all that, it is. I get I get why Aaron would take that opportunity to be like, well, fuck you, lady. I can totally relate to that feeling.
Right.
And like if she has done that or Aaron's perceived that she's done that, then like, hey, have a day, I guess, you know.
And that is the case. I think Haley would tell you.
Yeah.
She has certainly called out Aaron for his foibles with the law.
Yeah,
so we all have.
So Aaron gets a day. And especially if you've never said, to Aaron's point, especially if you've never said, hey, listen, we're talking about crimes here. I've done my share of despicable things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was dealing heroin or whatever the fuck she was charged with doing.
Mm-hmm.
I do think you kind of have to say that if you're going to have a conversation where you're shaming Aaron for committing a crime. And if you don't do that, then Aaron gets his day where he's like, hey, motherfucker, where was this when you were talking about my situation?
I totally agree. I think I have a lot of thoughts on this. I'm going to let it play out over these clips and things like that. But, you know, Aaron's saying that everyone's going to start sweeping for Haley. No, we're all reasonable people. We're all going to look at the facts and see what's going on and call it like it is. We'll call balls and strikes on this one.
Mm-hmm.
But Aaron just comes off so unlikable when he perceives a W.
I know.
He like the Mikey call that we did into the jail that Aaron was in. You know, Moody and I called that guy and didn't go well. People made fun of us for it. And Aaron could have easily just been like, Jesus, Karl looks stupid, you know, play a clip or two and laughed at me. Instead, he went on for a half an hour about what a huge victory that was for his show, as if all of a sudden money's coming in because our bit didn't go well. Dude, you look terrible doing this.
I tend to play devil's advocate with some of these people on this show because I don't go as deep on some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like when this happened, I was like, I might have to defend Aaron here. Like, hey, good for. And then I'm watching this Victor, and I'm just like, he's just so unlikable.
He just ruins it.
I agree with him, but
right.
No, I feel like it would be liberating, but alas, Haley wanted to hide it from her audience. Now, Haley, you need to be thankful to me because what I'm about to show the world is a good thing for you. If somebody else were releasing this, they might think, wow, Haley's a piece of shit. Haley really sucks. Haley's a dishonest drug.
That's such a, I mean, I'm not going to knock Aaron for that. It's like, listen, now, if someone else would have said this, what you would have thought, your conclusion would have been like, well, Haley's a piece of garbage. What a fucking piece of bullshit. Like, it's just funny, like, put all those thoughts in your head. I'm not saying you do think this, but.
It's one of his better. I can't really shit on him for this because
right.
I get that feeling of listening to these people talk all this shit about you, and you're like, wait a minute, you had this before I had my thing, and you piled on me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Haley really sucks. Haley's a dishonest drug. Instead, Haley, because it's me and everybody who's ever watched you thinks I'm the fucking devil. They're just going to let this go.
No one thinks you're the devil. You're a clown. You're dark side Phil. You're DSP. You beg for money. You're pompous. You think too highly of yourself. No one is just like, oh my gosh. Like even that is thinking too highly of himself.
Yeah, that's always where he loses me. And it goes back to his impression of you guys where it's always like you're crying.
Yeah, we're seething
They're
and coping and
laughing at you. You know, like at least the shows I watch, be Carl and Patrick and Moody and these guys. I've never heard them. I guess Moody gets morally outraged at times, but I've never heard Carl or Patrick morally outraged at anything that Aaron has done.
I've always said the worst thing that Aaron did was tattle on his fellow drug takers. Like that's kind of an unwritten rule.
Right.
If you're getting high and doing Molly and Coke and fucking and stuff like that, like that's a secret between that group of people.
I'm actually doing you a massive favor right now. Huge favor right now. I'm the one breaking the news, and we'll show it in a little bit. Now, there's more than heroin in there. She also did crazy white lady trailer park shit, like make harassing phone calls and make threats. It's all in the documents we're going to look at. And Haley loves documents, so Haley's got to think all this is fair game, right?
Okay. So that's part of the presentation. This goes on and on and on. And he goes through all of the different crimes. And this is where he's actually going. You know, it's funny. Aaron, whenever he's talking about me or Melton or anything that's like Dabbleverse related for the most part, he never plays the clip. Even in the past, he's never played Haley on the show.
Right.
And then as soon as he has something, all of a sudden he's got the documents up there. He's showing the reports.
Well, it really would have helped me if Aaron played all of the shit. A good show prep would have been, hey, here's all the stuff Haley has said about me in the past.
Right.
So then I could have a real take. Because if he played a bunch of stuff where Haley's like, I mean, Aaron, this is repugnant what you have done to. There were children in that house and shit like that. Then I would be like, Aaron, go off. Like you deserve this day. But he doesn't even do that. Like he should have had evidence ready of all these people that talk shit about him for the day he pops the champagne bottle.
And it's even worse than that because to his audience, and I'm always thinking about his audience who only listens to Steel Top.
Yeah.
He'll bring up in passing, yeah, Carl's a rat piece of shit, and Haley, she's no good. And then all of a sudden you're like, guys, I have a bombshell thing I'm going to drop about Haley. And the audience is like, wait, which one's that? That's okay. You don't like her? Is she does a show or, it's like, he's never played a clip. Like the audience wouldn't know who she is. And then it gets in depth.
I'll make a throwaway joke about someone the audience doesn't know once in a while. And I'll get a comment like, who? Hey, what are you guys talking about? I want to be in on the joke.
Yep.
That's Aaron's, 40 minutes a day of his show.
Right. No one would know.
Take a look. Offense number 1. Sell or deliver heroin. Damn. Arrest date March 10th, 2011. Another offense. Now, I have no idea. Possession with intent. Is that what that means? Possession with intent. I'm not sure what PWIMSD means.
Possession with intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver. Look it up, Aaron.
But she got charged with a count of that. She also got charged with 2 counts of selling heroin. 2 of them, mind you, in just this one case. And then we have 3 counts of felony probation violation. Damn. So this one was not her first rodeo.
All right. So we're going to get into Haley's response. So that's Aaron on Monday. Yesterday morning, Haley went live 10 a.m. Eastern time. Lots of anticipation for this. Lots of excitement about it. She was tweeting about this show. She's got receipts. She's going to spit up some facts. And
I might need help with this because I'm not sure I learned any more from her explanation of what exactly happened.
I'll help. I have some thoughts. I've been studying this pretty closely.
All the things, right? But I wasn't ready for some of the violent things that happened to me to be thrown in my face. I wasn't ready for that. And I wasn't ready for having to explain that. And I don't have to, right? Like I don't have to, but some of the things that I've been accused of are specifically linked to crimes where I was the victim. My entire life, I've worked very hard to never be seen as a victim. I hate that. I hate when people use that as an excuse. I hate when people lean on, oh, poor me, this happened to me, rather than grinding and picking themselves up off the ground and dusting off their boots and keeping it moving.
I have no problem with what you just said.
It's good.
Except for the fact that this entire stream is about how she's a victim. She's like, I don't like people play the victim card, you know? You're
Here's
kind
why
of
I'm-
responsible for your own lot in life and who you deal with and why you ended up there. But also, this all happened to me and I had nothing to do with it.
Here's why none of this is my fault.
Right. So it's like, Haley, I'm paying attention. This doesn't make any sense.
I've never been that person. Have I been victimized? Yes. Have I been a victim of crimes? Yes. Does it define me, or is it part of my personality where I use it to get ahead? Absolutely not. So when I see this kind of stuff, trick.
Remember that "have I used it to get ahead" line, because I have some thoughts on that. We'll
okay.
play the rest of this first.
All right.
She's never done that before. Okay.
Triggering, I guess, is the only word I can think of. Yeah, it triggers me because it puts me right back. Trauma's a crazy thing, no matter what it is. And for whatever reason, our mind holds on to that almost like a postcard or something, like this little snippet of time. And it can put you right back in it, whether it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So yeah, I didn't appreciate that this week. And it's heavy shit that I have dealt with over the years and have picked myself up from and not used in any way. So I don't like even talking about it, but not because it hurts really, but because I don't want people to look at me and think that, or like feel sorry for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this shit happened to me and what, like move on. It did help. I'm sure.
Okay. So you kind of get the gist of her approach to this response.
I was confused because, like I said, I was trying to learn about this, and it kind of starts with,
or develop my character.
I know you guys found out I was dealing heroin and have these charges against me. I don't want you to think I'm a victim. And I was like, wait, why? Why would I?
Right. Right. So it's odd. She starts off the episode. As I said, I was tuned in from the get-go. She starts off by saying, guys, some trigger warnings. We're going to get into some heavy stuff about domestic abuse and things that maybe you went through. And it's triggered me remembering these things. And I have a crazy story to tell you. So it's going to be tough to tell the story. It's going to take me some time to get it out, which means I have to read all the super chats and play all the super tips, apparently. But she was very concerned about how she was going to present this. And she was concerned that the audience would also be like, oh, my gosh. I also had someone threaten me with violence if I didn't sell heroin to their friend. So I get it. Anyway, it's a crazy presentation. And this goes on with her explanation of what happened.
The first time that I was approached, it was by someone. I was at my place. It was by someone that I was very, very close to. Very, very close to. By the time this was all said and done, of course, I had no doubt what had happened. But this person was a paid confidential informant who had gotten in trouble in the same county with a large amount of pills, like trafficking charges. They were looking at a lot of time, probably, I don't know for sure, but anywhere between 20 and 40 years. Like, it was a lot of weight. Okay. So this person, trying to trim things off of their sentence, started turning people in. They started setting people up. They started working with the police and eventually did it so many times they got paid. Okay. Now,
can I just throw?
I
know very little about the world of crime, informants, anything like that.
Same, yeah.
I've watched guys like Sammy the Bull online who dimed on the mafia.
Yep.
Typically, like what Sammy the Bull did is he ratted out John Gotti infamously. Mm-hmm. You go kind of up the food chain. You don't typically find someone who has never sold heroin and been like, could you sell me heroin once? And
that's interesting. That's interesting.
We got him.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Usually someone bigger, right? Like you're going for, hey, get out of this if you give us who your supplier is or someone higher up the food chain.
Yes. Spoiler. We're going to see that it was an amount of 0.1 grams of heroin. This is not a huge drug deal that we're talking about.
That's very weird, no? Like
very small amount, yeah.
Why would they be going after her?
Well, and she explained that this guy was so good at snitching that they started paying him to do it. At first, they were giving him 20 to 40 years. They're like, we'll make a deal. Let's get some of these other low-level dealers off the street. And they're like, you're fucking awesome at this. You want to join forces? You're on the payroll, buddy.
And I might just be totally ignorant to it, but do they do that with just like every small time, like a lady selling a few pills out of her house?
You know what? I didn't even think of it that way, but that's a great point. I don't know the answer to that. It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But okay.
I wasn't originally aware of that situation. I came to understand it. But like I said, this was someone who I would have never, ever imagined would do this to me. And I hate to say that. I don't even like saying that word, that sentence there, because April said that someone did this to me. Well, someone did do this to me. Now,
I mean, again, like she does this thing where she's like, listen, I don't want to be like acting like this wasn't my fault. And, people made me do a thing I didn't want to do. However, in my case, it isn't my fault.
My fault and people made me do it.
Yeah.
I am 100% responsible for my actions during this time.
Except
I made the decision to. But the last 2 times that this right here happened, it was by force.
Right.
It was by physical force. Now, this person wore a wire. They wore that was involved. There was a watch that was like audio video that was involved.
Inspector Gadget?
This is also what I was confused by. And I'm actually asking Haley. I don't know. I'm ignorant to it.
Yeah.
If an informant is wearing a wire and they go, hey, do you have any of those drugs you sell? And you go, what are you talking about? I don't sell any drugs. And they go, come on, you stupid bitch.
Give me those illegal drugs. You know you want to.
It seems like that would be not admissible in court.
Okay, so maybe I don't understand the whole story. I think the person who was forcing her to sell the drugs was not the informant.
Oh, okay. That was okay because that didn't make any sense. I was like, why?
That doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah. You can't strangle someone and be like, give me those fucking drugs, you asshole, then throw them in the jail afterwards.
I said I needed help with this. I was very confused when I was listening.
And one of these times, I think the second, maybe the third, it's been so long I'd have to look, but in one of those times, they came in, and the only thing I can figure is it just wasn't enough for them. I don't know, for them to charge me. I'm not even sure. But they come in, used my phone, went into like a different room, walking around with the phone. And I'll just put it to you like this. This was not someone that I was going to follow around to like make sure I could get my phone back. This person knocked out 4 of my teeth. So I wasn't going to.
So maybe the informant is her ex. Maybe you're right about this, Mike. This is the part that I was unsure of.
It sounds like maybe she just misspoke, but it sounded, that's how I took it.
Yeah, because she kept saying, I couldn't believe this person would be an informant. I had no idea.
Exactly, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, let's let it play.
Push it too much. But anyway, there was a bug that was installed behind the battery of my phone. So when all of this came to pass, there was not, they had me dead to rights. I couldn't say that it didn't happen. But I want you to know, like, the amount of betrayal. Like, it's I hope no one here feels that.
But they did catch you selling heroin, right? It's not like they caught you selling Skittles and pretended it was heroin.
Well,
it was heroin.
So Ashley Cummings is in the chat, and she brought this up, and there's breaking news that is brand new just as of an hour or two ago. So she claimed on her show yesterday it was never heroin. She has back problems. She was prescribed opiates. This is back during the opiate epidemic that was going on, the scandal.
Well, Aaron, and I think we have the clip of Aaron making the point later.
Yes.
Because I noticed she said that, but Aaron makes the point. Why would they say heroin?
Right. And her explanation was, in North Carolina, they classify opiates as heroin / opiates or something like that. And that's why it says on the charge is heroin. Now, we're going to get more information on that coming up. That was her explanation yesterday morning. That's what she said. She said it was never heroin. What happened was she showed x-rays of her back. Her back is fucked. She's had all these problems. She was prescribed. She had surgeries. She was prescribed pain medicine. And her boyfriend at the time was like, hey, we should sell that. We need the money kind of thing. Because she wasn't going to take it anyway, according to her, right? Anyway, this is her accepting what happened.
The first time I would suggest was a mistake, but my biggest mistake in any of it was trusting someone that I thought I could. That was my mistake. Did I do Did I give them a couple pills? I did. But yes, by the later time, like you saw the calendar, it's every week. I was being told it was their payday. Like, can I come by and just get a couple of these? So I was like, I mean, yeah, I didn't have any child support. I've never had a penny from my, any fathers. It was just me. And honestly, it was time for me to get uniforms for school. So yeah, I did it. You got me. By the time I realized some other things that were going on and started picking up on things, one of those being every week. I mean, really, by that point, it was too late anyway. But I just could not fathom this person specifically doing this to me. And by that, I mean wearing a wire and setting me up as a paid informant. So, yes, I'm guilty of what I've done.
Well, that's the part I don't understand. So you were selling drugs, right? She's kind of making it seem like she sold a couple pills to this one guy who was informing on her.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there whether you expected that person to betray you or not.
Right, that sucks.
Right, bummer. I'm sorry to hear that.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You cut ties with them, yeah.
Right. There's no honor among thieves, and that happens.
The way, again, I would think an informant would be to get a big fish, a kingpin of some kind.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think, like, if you had an Adderall prescription and we lived near each other and I was like, hey, Karl, could I get a couple of Adderall? And you were like, yeah, no problem. And then the next week I was like, Karl, I notice you don't use those. Can I get a couple of more? You're like, yeah, why not? And then by week 3, I was like, get them, boys. It just doesn't seem like that would be.
And the best part is, I'm like, you know what, Mike? I wouldn't, but I got to buy school uniforms for the children.
You know how much I love the kids.
Yeah. I got expenses over here with my kiddos.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'll say some of this Adderall, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't be doing this.
No, but for real, like, I'm an adult. I'm not going to be like, you sold drugs. Like, I don't really.
I know. I don't give a fuck about this at all.
I don't give a shit. It's funny to make fun of, and I see a lot of people in the devil. I don't know him. I'm not saying that insultingly. I just don't happen to watch her show a ton, so I don't know how she'll react to this. I don't know if she's one of these people. I think you know who I mean by these people. That'll be like, you spoke about me,
right?
You're dead to me. People do that sometimes. Believe me. So, like, I don't know how she'll react to us talking about her, but I'm not like, oh my God, you sold drugs. It just is funny. Like, if you're, playing the moral high ground game with Aaron, it is actually right of him to be like, you're a fucking drug dealer and you're shitting on me. What is this?
Yeah, totally agree. I think there's just a few more seconds left in this clip, and then we'll get back to Aaron from his response to this.
But by the time I started picking up on it, it started to get physical, where I was threatened. And by that, I mean picking me up by my neck, holding me up against the wall, and other things. So, yeah, I did it. All
right, so she's claiming she was selling drugs against her will. Now, originally she was doing it, she wanted to, and then she didn't want to anymore, but then she was being forced to do it. That's the story. Now, the thing where I find this disingenuous, and the thing that bothered me about this whole presentation she had yesterday, Kevin Brennan was sniping her, and so she has photos of Kevin Brennan's teeth and Kevin watching his wife with another woman in a cuck chair, and she's showing this on the screen. I have no problem with that. Kevin Brennan sniping he does this stuff. He's probably doing it to us right now. He usually is.
Yeah. Hello, Kevin.
Hey, Kevin. So Haley dragged this out forever. And people in the chat, including my buddy Rocco, are like, can we get to the point? Please, can we get to it? And she made a comment on the show this morning when she was on with our buddy Pat Dixon, saying, yeah, the more I saw people telling me to get to the point, the longer I dragged it out. It's like, well,
why?
What are you doing that for? Yeah, like, what so you're just like being shitty to the people who are watching you?
Aaron says, like, I did it to fuck with you people.
Like, why would you do that? Like, if the whole chat's going like, hey, move things along, I see that, I'm like, okay, you're right. Let's get to it. I feel bad about that. I want to entertain people. Yeah. She had more viewers than she'll ever have yesterday morning. There was over 1,000 when I checked in. It dwindled down to 600 a couple hours in because she didn't say anything. And it's like, well, Haley, don't you want these people coming back and be like, oh, this program's great. I'm going to watch Pretty Antisocial. Instead, she put on a very boring product where she cashed in. And she put it behind the paywall immediately after it aired live. So if you weren't there live to watch it and you want to watch it, you got to pay your money to watch it, which is her prerogative, whatever. But I thought this was specifically gross. She posted this on X, and it's the fucking Dabble dashboard. This fucking Dabble dashboard. And it says, "Don't worry, old man. I know you're coming to take the throne." And it shows that she made $1,048 and Misery Loves Company made $618.
Oh my
yesterday.
goodness. That's good stuff.
To start your show saying, guys, I'm traumatized by this. I'm going to warn you. Some things you're going to hear today might trigger you. And then to like rub it in Kevin's face, you made money and you're like bragging about it.
It's very strange. And I don't get the people like that broadcast. And then when they have a bigger audience than usual paying attention, their instinct is to be like, well, fuck all of you.
Right. I was so annoyed by that.
What are you doing here watching me?
I was so annoyed by her telling Pat that. She's like, it's some type of defiance disorder that people have, where it's like, someone wants me to do this thing, I'll do the exact opposite. It's like, well, why don't you think about it for a second? And maybe that person has a point.
Yeah. And if she did a show being like, I was in a tough spot. I was selling drugs to make money. I had kids. Like it's fucked up. I shouldn't have put my kids in that situation. Blah blah blah. Like if she kind of owned and also said, and by the way, the guy I was dealing with was abusive. He was an asshole. Not that. Hey, listen, I did what I did, but also I was dealing with this asshole at home. Like, if she had a good explanation, I think most of us would be like, "Ha ha, fuck you, Aaron." It seems like she was making the best of a horrible situation. Like people have flaws. What's the big deal? But it's instead she used it as an opportunity to be like, I'll toil with all you people.
Yep. And make as much money as possible from it. And then brag about it. And full disclosure, I've done shows with Haley. I've invited her on This Little Piggy. We were in Vegas together at Hackmania 3. We did a show together. I think Aaron sucks at broadcasting and is a scumbag. And yet,
when I'm on with you guys, she seems cool. That's just all. I just don't happen to check out her other show.
My point is, I think everyone assumed I'd come in here and be sweeping for Haley. I'm just watching this shit and going, hold on a second, because Aaron comes back with more information after her explanation on Wednesday. Well, it's actually, it doesn't start there, unfortunately. It starts with this classic bit from Aaron Imholte.
So, Hales, we all wish you the best of luck. We really do in your continued recovery. But look, I don't want to gloat too much because lately I've been having this. Oh, God. Ow. Oh, Jesus, that's bad. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I've been having this back problem lately, but I've got some medicine for it. Let me take I just throw them in there. Don't worry. It's not heroin. The pills are not heroin, so it's okay. It's just for back pain. That's all it's for. It's a bunch of pills for back pain. I'll be fine. I can't be taking, yuck, those are disgusting.
Why would he recreate the Nick Rekieta cocaine gag he did?
It was a good bit in the 80s and it still works today.
I mean, it did not age well, that gag he did. So he had to pretend he was like worried about all of them.
He's polishing off an old classic.
Holy shit, this guy stinks.
So that was not heroin, what I was just taking. Oh, those are really nasty. How old are those? Those have been sitting up in my cupboard for a long. Oh, they don't expire till 06/28. Must be the good shit. No, those are lysine tablets for when I get a herp lip. So
you showed up.
But they're all, which means the label is correct. They're not heroin. So anyway, I'm gonna have to pick those up later.
You can just make your son do it because he dropped his phone. Don't worry about it, Aaron.
My herpes medication is on the floor. So.
Yeah, go get it.
I spit it out mocking a heroin dealer.
All right. And also, I don't know if that's the right angle because I do think that Haley has a ton of back pain. I think she proved that. She's got all the medical records and x-rays and everything to back it up. So I'm not denying that she has legit pain that she has to deal with.
Yeah, it's a weird angle to be like, yeah, right. You weren't selling OxyContin. That's too much classier than heroin. It's like either would not be great. What's this victory lap for?
Yeah, right. So anyway, yeah, Haley did say it was pills that I was prescribed and I was selling them, and the charges were heroin. Everyone says it's heroin, and then
so I don't know if she's lying about the homeless thing. That's pathetic, but she did lie about the heroin thing. She said, I had a bad back since I was a teenager. Now, it's amazing because Haley is at the same time a badass bitch who can take it from anybody, but she's also a poor victim who's just being bullied. Whether it's me, whether it's Keanu, whether it's Chad, whether it's Kevin, whether it's anybody, she can push them and push them and push them and release documents and all that. She got one little taste of her own medicine. She snapped in half like a twig. And I knew she would. But she goes, all I did was say.
She did make a week's worth of goals. So she didn't get you there, Aaron. The only thing you care about is money.
My prescription pills, and I sold them one time, and that's how I got caught. Now, it doesn't explain the assault with a deadly weapon. It doesn't explain the, decades, the whole decade-long amount of charges. So I didn't want to do this, but the internet dug up the probable cause, the arrest warrant, and the plea. And I think the internet did this because they smelled bullshit. She comes off like someone who lies a lot to hide her sickness. And so they said, you know what? We're not going to let this stand. We're going to do a little digging into the public files, and we're going to see. And boy, what they found is not good for Haley. Now, in my opinion, I know the Dabble simps are not going to, they're not going to be convinced by anything. This is their.
Okay. So again, Aaron lectures us and tells us what we're going to think about this, because that's the way Aaron thinks. Aaron already has picked sides before he hears a story. Mm-hmm. You know, the Jews. Who's wrong in this scenario? The Jews. Like, we get it there. All right. I mean, try to be a little more creative.
Yeah, and I want to applaud Aaron because I think he deserves a victory, lad. It's a day, because Tukey told me about it the other night, and I was like, hey, you know, that's a day Aaron gets every once in a while. If one of his enemies fucks up, he gets a day like that. You got to give it to him. He just, I think, took the wrong angle where, like, I kind of believe, I don't believe it was like she sold 3 pills and all this happened, but I do believe they just call it, they put it all under the heroin umbrella. Like, that's not unbelievable to me. If something else comes out.
Right. I believed it when I saw her presentation, and then the parole violations or probation violations. Mm-hmm. She couldn't pay the court fees or something like that. And the other one was she smoked a joint on Christmas, and that was a violation. Then it turns out there's methamphetamine involved in this that she didn't mention at all. And
never mind.
I think Aaron has a point here. I think Aaron might be onto something. I think Haley might have been lying about a few things. But this is the last clip from Aaron, and then I have a big reveal after this.
Ooh.
I, the undersigned, find that there is probable cause to believe that on or about the date of the offense shown and in the county named above, the defendant named above unlawfully, willfully, and feloniously did sell heroin.
I mean, it's not a great presentation, Aaron, but if this is a legit document, and I assume that it is, it could be anything. It's on the internet. Who knows? Could be doctored or anything. It does say specifically heroin. It doesn't say heroin-like substance.
Yeah.
Right.
But I got sidetracked. But the point I was ultimately making was Aaron deserves a day like that. But again, he took the wrong approach. He should have had all the shit that she said about him to show what a hypocrite she is. Because I'm sitting here watching this going, why is she a hypocrite? Did she ever say, I'll never deal heroin? Like, because if not, I don't really get what all this is for. Aaron showed us nothing as to why we should be ashamed of Haley.
And Haley brought up a good point on her show, on her stream, where it's like, okay, so Aaron's taking this victory lap. Does this mean that he didn't choke April? Right. You know, squeeze April really hard? Does this mean that his ex-wife didn't have an HRO out against him? Like, Aaron's still a fuck up.
Yes.
Doesn't fix that.
You are required on this little piggy to have a vote. What is worse, headbutting a woman or selling heroin? But that's for you guys to decide tomorrow. That's not my business.
This police officer did this under the penalty of perjury. So, Haley, seeing as you're suing and you're calling probation officers, you better add Iredell County, North Carolina to the list, because you got to push. Haley, you'd better get in there and press perjury charges against this Detective Sergeant Shores. You're saying that he lied on your arrest warrant. Get this guy. And then, Haley, you can get this whole thing scrubbed from your record because he lied. Or the other option, you lied. Today, you lied to your audience. Now, Haley, don't worry. This is not going to cost you any of your hardcore Dabbleverse fans because the devil is saying it.
Again, Aaron gives himself way too much
I
credit.
agree with you, Aaron. Why do you do that?
Stop acting like we fucking think so highly of you. I actually appreciate what the devil's done. It's done a lot of good work. So, no, shut the fuck up. Such a retard. Also, Aaron likes to teeter back and forth. The Dabbleverse is 800 people watch all the different shows over and over again, and they don't matter. I have a bigger audience than that. I don't care about the Dabbleverse. And it's just like, well, Haley will be immune from all this because she's in the Dabbleverse, and so everyone will love her. It's like, which
How
is it?
silly. How silly would the devil feel if there was a show that giggled at him when he did something ridiculous every week?
Yeah, if this little piggy was making fun of the Satan, I think he'd get his revenge on us pretty quickly.
Satan himself is busting you on this lie. They all think I'm the devil incarnate, so don't you worry. While this may be your day of reckoning with everybody else, with your Dabble guys and your Karls and your Meltons and everybody else, your Schmielbuck, they're all going to defend you. They're going to give you McQueen. Even though they're hurting their own credibility by doing so, you are McQueen. So they're going to stick up for you.
Oops, I guess Aaron was wrong about that. Also, as I've been obviously critical of Haley and her presentation and her lying and stuff like that, another thing that's hilarious about this that I think goes probably overlooked is how much Haley gets to Aaron.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron can pretend like he doesn't give a shit and it doesn't bother him, but then when something bad happens to Haley and he does days-long rants about what an awful person she is, like, well, she really makes you feel a lot of feelings, doesn't she there, Aaron?
Yeah. Yeah, it's something, and I've gotten sick of it from a lot of people where, like, if you say something, if you don't agree with someone, then you're on the opposite team.
Right.
Where it's like, oh, these people make fun of me, so they hate the toe. Or these people hate me, so they'll be on Haley's team. It's like, no, we just played all these clips and said, oh, Haley might be lying about this, or maybe she's right about that. We don't really know. Aaron has a good point here. It's not all that serious. It doesn't have to be black and white. Like, we hate this person and love this person.
But in Aaron's mind, it is.
I know.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, he's so revved up and wound up about this. I'll give you a quick example. Not to toot my own horn, but, you know, no one else is going to do it.
Sure.
Mersh went on a whole crusade against me about a year ago. And he was getting all his followers to leave shitty comments on all my videos. And he was talking about me every episode of the show. And lately, Mersh has had a few missteps. You know, the whole ice dancer thing and the 7-0 addiction. I don't do victory laps about it. I'm not dancing around. I was texting with him today to get information because he was messaging Haley's show with Pat Dixon this morning saying, Haley, you lied about the heroin. Why won't you fess up about it? So I'm like, oh, what do you know? But you know what I mean? It's like, because I don't feel these feelings. I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to get back at Mersh one of these days. I'll give a fuck 1-2.
This is sort of a backhanded victory lap, but I ultimately get your point, yes.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I did mention a couple of things.
I wouldn't talk about what a fucking loser this deadbeat is.
Good point. Anyway.
It's only normal people who are going to abandon your lying ass. You're busted.
Okay. So Aaron says, you're busted. And Haley, in response to this, just posted this on X.
Ooh.
And I'm interested in your interpretation because I think I understand what it means.
Okay.
But I'm a dumb guy. And I get things wrong quite a bit.
Sure.
She posts, listen to this. I knew what docs were going to drop before they did. They waited to see my response before the second set went out. I set a trap and it worked. Now we wait. These weirdos aren't the only ones who understand this landscape. The truth was always going to drop, and the people that know me don't care either way. TikTok.
Is this a false flag situation?
I think what she's saying. So there's a second set of documents that have come out and shown that, you know what? I didn't even say that on the last clip that we were playing. In the documentation that Aaron was showing, it showed that she sold 0.1 grams of heroin. Okay. So it wasn't just the fact that it said heroin, but it's also like a specific measurement of heroin.
Yeah.
And her whole thing was, it wasn't heroin. It was just these pain relievers, opiates that I was prescribed.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think she's pretending she's playing 4D chess, where she's like, well, I did that whole show just to make as much money as I could. And I made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to come out that it was actually heroin, but I knew that all along. I'm smarter than Kiwi Farms. I'm way ahead of you guys.
So the whole story would have to be a lie then, right?
I feel like if I'm interpreting this correctly, and maybe I'm not, it seems like she's lost all credibility. If she's going to come out and be like, no, I knew you guys were going to call me on these lies, and you would find out there's meth involved and stuff like that. But
I don't even know if I get it. I lied because you would say I was a liar.
I don't get it either.
Yeah, there's
Well,
something.
let me read it again.
Yeah.
I knew what docs were going to drop before they did. They waited to see my response before the second set went out. I set a trap and it worked. Now we wait. These weirdos aren't the only ones who understand this landscape. The truth was always going to drop, and the people that know me don't care either way. TikTok.
I'm too stupid to understand.
I mean, the way I interpreted that, and chat, please help me out with this. The way I interpreted that was, I knew you guys were going to find out that I did plead guilty to selling heroin. I knew that all along. See? You guys fell right into my trap.
TikTok implies, though, time is ticking. Why? What are we running out of time on?
I don't know what the trap is.
Huh. Right into my web. I was never a heroin dealer, or I was more of a heroin dealer.
Hamilton says my dealer talks in riddles too. I mean, maybe that's what it is.
How you get the heroin?
Yes, you must.
3 riddles.
Yes. Can I just give you the money? Or okay, whatever. Let's hit some super chats and then we'll move on from this. But wow, what a story! Gripping the Dabbleverse this week.
Yes.
Diana Sclans. Mike always forgets Doug Bell. Ring my bell. EWO.
Of course. Doug Bell is also
you
great.
Can ring my bell.
He was after. That was post Opie though. I don't know how much Doug Bell Opie got. Maybe at the end of Opie and Jim, but
yeah. Glenn Beers, big fan of the show. Glad you liked when I hosted my show. Oh, that's Ava with Glenn.
Hello, Glenn.
Laziest Man on Mars, $10. Hey, Mike. Hey, Karl. Love y'all. Mike, have you ever listened to old Robert Klein albums? My dad had Child of the 50s when I was a kid, and I listened to it literally hundreds of times growing up.
You know, it's weird. I actually thought about doing an episode on him because he's like a massive influence on some comedians.
Yes.
But I don't know much of his comedy.
He was big. You should look into it.
I will.
Laziest Man on Mars. Aaron always sounds like a scummy salesman. That is his trade. Laziest Man on Mars. I hate people that call themselves victims. Have I been a victim? Yes, lots of times.
She's not a victim, damn it. Stop putting that on her.
It was so manipulative the way that was presented. Dimpled balls. Remember for 17 months on the Blind Mike channel.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Am I naive? I thought Haley handled and explained this admirably. I have high respect for her. Seems like you're being rough on her. I think it came out that she was lying.
we can't really tell if she's lying, so she did a good job of it, I guess. But
Levern Mystic, huh? What? There's always time to snub Kevin. I get that. I know what you mean. It's just like not when you're like pouring your heart out about being a victim and these wounds coming back. Dave D. Doors, why is a guy who's on probation going to chastise somebody who paid their debt to society 15 years ago? And that's another point that Haley made. The last charge is from 2010.
Oh, yeah.
She's done her time. She's turned her life around. She's doing very well. She bragged a lot about what she does for a living and how good she is at it. So
even if she hasn't turned her life around, I'm not like,
I don't care either. I know the Dabbleverse is not for the morality police. Who cares?
She told what? Who gives a fuck? Not my business.
Gives a shit. Dark Burnt Vienna. The sun shines on a dog's butt sometimes. It's true. I like this. BR Greg says, count Chocula plus Frankenberry equals the toe. He is those two things. With the hairline is the Count Chocula, the jaw. Anyway, not the point. Josh 88. I don't get why anyone cares about an old drug arrest. The victim narrative sucks. That's an L. But she didn't rat out her wife and boyfriend or eat his cum. Yeah. Yes. And I said this early in the presentation. I think The worst offense is tattletaling and going to the police as an informant, which is what Aaron did.
Well, yeah, but so if she did like shame Aaron for his crimes or whatever, and you yourself have a record, Aaron does get a day of like, hey, fuck you, morality police.
Of course.
Like,
Yes.
let me look at what you did now. So Aaron gets a day of that. But yeah, I'm not like, oh my stars, how could she, like, whatever. I don't know all the details, nor do I care about them. I'll never think about them again unless this story rages on.
Well, speaking of not knowing the details, Dimpled Balls says, Karl, your comprehension of this is worse than Aaron's. You really should re-examine and try again. You look more stupid than Kiki.
We're trying.
Please explain it to me, Dimpled Balls.
The text was inscrutable. I couldn't figure it out.
Dave D. Doors, did Aaron violate his probation when he tested positive for Nick Spunk? Yes. That definitely happened. He beats women and men. What on earth is give you McQueen? I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. Aaron invents so many sayings and things.
Or a lot of them are from movies we just haven't seen.
Oh, that's probably true. Yeah. Dark Burnt Vienna. She's taking advice from Chad Zumach. Lean into the lie. Always be lying. That's the way to do it. Send Dimple Balls the link. I would send him the link if I knew where Dimple Balls was hanging out. All right. You ready to move on to another story here?
I guess.
All right. Let's talk about this. Mike came on the stream before we started, and him and I were chatting about the show today.
Yeah.
And Mike wasn't himself. He was
rarely frazzled.
Yeah, you were torn.
Well, I'll do my best to explain here what's happening with this segment, because I don't know about you, Karl. I'd be curious. Maybe you have decided out of what you thought I might want to do or something. But like the Electra stuff that's gone on the last few weeks, I was just never really that interested in it as a story.
Understood.
I think people thought, because she was like on my show, I think people thought I would be like, I would have some comment. I would defend her or make fun of her or something. I just didn't really give a fuck. I listened to her defense of thing, and I don't know any of the players involved, and she'd be like, this person's lying, and I don't know who that person is. She's very angry at Doom for clipping her, but I didn't understand why. Like, they're just clips of stuff she did. So I never really had an interest. I did have an interest in playing a particular clip today. There's a clip that caught my eye in the last week where I said, this is something that we would play on this show for sure.
I just want to point out real quick.
Yep.
For the first time ever, I got this clip from both Doom and Mike to play on this show.
And I thought it wasn't going to be a burial. It wasn't going to be fuck her. I'm very surprised. If you know me or listen to my show, I would be very surprised if you thought, oh, Mike's going to play a clip of Electra and be really mean and nasty.
Right.
I'd be surprised if anyone thought that. It would actually disappoint me if anyone thought that, honestly. But here was my logic, and here's the point I was going to bring up. If Craig or Casey did that, or producer Chris, or Vinny Paulino, it would be the whole show.
Yes.
It would be the title of the episode. It would be in the intro and the outro. I'd have it in my outro every week. It would be I'd like do it again on the anniversary next year. I'd play the day Craig cried.
There'd be song parodies. We'd be playing clips, like we'd intersplice the crying into other like audio from movie scenes and things.
So here's the best way to say this.
Okay.
I think my friend Electra is getting help. I hope. I think maybe she realized she was definitely having it. That was the other reason I didn't really care to talk about it. I said this the other night with Tukey and Cardiff. I just looked at it like, this is a person going through a really rough time.
Yes. And we like Electra. I love her songs. We appreciate her and enjoy her.
I have no interest in playing clips of someone obviously struggling and being like, what do you think of this, Karl? Like, I just had no interest in doing that. It's not the show I've ever done in any context. Like I said, there was a clip that I saw that I thought we would talk the way we talk in the spirit of every clip we do on this show. I reached out when Electra first started doing this stuff and gave her my advice. Since then, she's reached back out to me a couple of times, and I have given her the same advice repeatedly. I don't think that advice was really listened to. It kind of seemed like it was ignored. I heard Merce say something similar, which then really made me I was like, well, what do we do? Like, why am I wasting my time? Like, it felt like I was why am I involved in this? Yep. why am I part of this? Because then I have people being like, Mike's ignoring this. Why isn't Mike talking about it? So I said, oh, this is something I would usually talk about. And then, like I said, right before the show, I think Electra is getting, she shouldn't be watching this. That's for sure. If you are like getting help and working, you shouldn't be watching this horse shit.
No.
But you know, maybe she is, maybe she isn't. I've been told she's going to get help, so I don't want to add any fuel to that fire. So I said, all right, maybe I'll skip that topic. However, I do a show with Karl.
Oh, you're putting this on me.
No.
A motherfucker.
Hold on. I do a show with Karl. We each pick topics.
Yeah.
The title of the episode. Yes. So this is something we all agreed, like, we're going to talk about this today. And I was like, I can't you cannot do all these shows, do your own shows on your own channel, go on everyone else's channel, do things that get attention, then respond to those things, and then that gets attention, and then look for more attention by going on more shows. And then the one time I want to address it, be like, you can't. That's putting me in a really uncomfortable position. And I don't know what to do when you send me that half an hour before the show. And when you make kind of veiled threats at me, like I'm going to be responsible for something, then I'm in a really uncomfortable position because I think I've been very good to this person. I don't think I've ever said anything unfair. I don't think I've attacked them. And I don't think today I would attack them. So I think we're going to play clips that I didn't prepare and not the one that I was asked not to play. But we'll talk about it. Does that make sense?
We have to talk about it. And I'm okay with not playing the clip. I'm not trying to ruin people's lives and psyche. And
no, of course not. But again,
sucks.
Imagine if Craig did that.
All right,
Craig's a father. I call him a pedophile every week.
Multiple times a week. And he chuckles. Chuckles like a big pedo would.
Casey Day gets fucking roasted in the comments, and every week he comes back with a smile. How you doing, boss?
Yep.
I mock these people endlessly, and I don't know, it comes with the territory. I've gone through tough times myself. I could never imagine telling anyone else you're not allowed to talk about it. So I felt that was a little unfair, and I'm sorry I'm talking about it now, but I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, we're not going to play the clip. We have to address it.
Yeah.
And the reason why we have to address it is for the presentation that we have here, it's because once you put yourself out there and you're critical of other people, you can't be upset when people are critical of you back. This is what happened with Vito Gesualdi on The Biggest Problem. Vito and Dick Masterson had a falling out because Vito was like going after people hard, and he was threatening to SA guys' girlfriends and all this crazy shit. And then when people are like, all right, well, guess what, Vito, we're coming to your house. We're going to hang out in your front lawn. This is an outrage. These people are lunatics. I can't have this. And Dick would sit there and be like, you're the public figure, idiot. You're the celebrity. If you're going to fucking get involved in these kinds of conversations, then things are going to come back at you. How do you not realize that?
And I would also argue, if you want anyone talking about it, it's me.
Good point.
Maybe not now.
Or us. I mean, we're both friendly.
Right. Yeah. Maybe not now. Maybe not after this. But like, I would almost be more like, you should have asked me to talk about it a week ago. Not like, hey, ignore it. Ignoring it does nothing for anyone. I wasn't ignoring it. I had no interest in talking about it. The one time I did, I felt what I received what was to me like kind of a threat. And again, it's from someone going through a tough time. I don't judge her. I've been there sort of to a degree. So I hope she's doing okay. But you can't do these shows and then be like, you're not allowed to talk about this, or you're dead to me, or you're not the person I thought you were, and you're responsible for this or that.
Yeah. Pencil necked. You played MKE, play DJE2, only fair.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, why did we play those clips of MKE? You said he was a good guy.
Right, I met him. He came to my live show. He paid for tickets.
Why did we do that to that man?
Right, because he made a fool of himself on the internet. Specifically, is why we did that.
Okay.
Jokey Jackman, $5 says, tell me with a straight face, that introduction by Mike was not 10 times more confusing than Haley's story. LOL. I'm on the chat with my heroes.
Listen, it was the person I least expected. I trusted them, and I have back pain.
DJ Electra does a show called Electra Ladyland, and she got on her show this week and was a bit critical of Haley from Pretty Antisocial. Wow, Haley's really making the headlines this week.
Yeah.
So Haley has back pains, and she claims on her show she doesn't take opiates anymore. She was prescribed opiates. She's been clean. I don't know if that's the word she used, but she hasn't taken those in almost 12 years. And she says that she uses kratom and other supplements. And DJ Electra, who was a nurse for 20 years or is a nurse, talks about that.
I don't smoke weed. I don't do anything, actually. You know what I take in the morning? I take my kratom.
Okay, wait. She don't smoke weed. She don't do anything, but she takes kratom? What the actual fuck? Kratom is like an opiate. It's a major scheduled class something drug. It is not.
That's not. I don't know a lot about drugs. I'm not going to argue with DJ Electra, who's a nurse. I don't know anything about it. Kratom is sold in a store that's like walking distance from my house. You can get kratom anywhere.
I think it's sponsored Skankfest every year.
Yeah, right. My mother-in-law gave my wife and me kratom. She's like, do you guys want to try to have this? Like, oh, yeah, thanks, Mom. Yeah. Appreciate it. So it's not like this crazy alternative to heroin that DJ Electra is saying it is.
Nothing. That's insane.
And I take Shilajit. And I also take beef.
I don't know what Shilajit is, but it sounds like bullshit to me.
What is it? Like, it's the reproductive organs from beef is what it ended up. I mean, I didn't want to read the ingredients.
Okay, so she takes the reproductive beef organs.
Bull testicles, they call that.
Balls out weird.
That's what it was. It's like.
All right, so she's pretty critical of what Haley's doing to manage her pain.
No, kratom should not be scheduled.
Why is she going after Haley? What did Haley do to deserve this?
Dude, there is something about Haley. She gets into it with every other woman in the Dabbleverse, it seems like. I don't think her and Lucy have had it out yet, but maybe some point in the future.
It's how these gals are, you're saying.
Dude, I remember when Haley and Keanu were going at it, and it was like, you said this thing about my kids, and it's like, who gives a fuck? It's so annoying when they get into these petty squabbles. I don't know the full backstory on this, but I assume it's petty and ridiculous.
No, kratom should not be scheduled.
I'm sorry, but kratom should be scheduled. Kratom is not actually technically a narcotic, but it has narcotic-like effects. Pharmacologically, kratom's chemical active mu opioid receptors, producing pain relief, sedation, euphoria, tolerance, and withdrawal.
Sounds pretty good.
In that broad sense, people may reasonably describe it as opioid-like or narcotic-like. It can also have stimulant effects at lower amounts, but mostly people use it at higher amounts as an opiate-like drug.
And listen, I understand that the presentation of this is a little dry, and we're getting somewhere. There's a reason why I'm playing these clips. It does set something up, but
you see what I mean? Why I wouldn't want to talk about it? It's fucking boring.
It is boring. And this whole thing, like, I don't know what's in it for DJ Electra. You know, she's trying to say that Haley has a drug problem. Lots of people have drug problems. Lots of people in the Dabbleverse have drug problems. I swear to God, I don't know if we attract alcoholics or if the Dabbleverse drives people to drink, but there's a lot of alcoholics in the Dabbleverse. So I don't care. It's neither here nor there.
Sure.
In my book, but she's very concerned about this.
Okay.
Kratom is a fucking horrible drug. Super addictive. Ruins your life. I think, honestly, it's worse than opiates. If you're asking me as a nurse.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. Do you know, Mike, you know, I know so many people in my life. You know so many people in your life. Do you know anyone or know anyone who knows anyone who Kratom ruined their life?
No.
I've never heard that.
No, at least one guy who opiates ruined his life. But
opiates, for sure. I know a few of those.
Yeah.
I never met someone who's just like, he's back in jail again. God damn it. Just can't kick the Kratom.
20 years. It's worse than opiates. So I don't know what she's saying, that she thinks it's better for her and she's going to be all living a happy life. Well, that's just bullshit. It is more addictive and worse for you than opiates. Opiates can be controlled by a doctor and a clinic where you go to get pain management.
Does she know about the opiate scandal? The pharmaceutical companies were fined billions of dollars over it. What is it? She's a nurse for 20 years. She's like, opiates are great. It's super safe. Everyone prescribes them correctly and takes them correctly.
She's part of the peddlers.
Yeah, right.
Get it out there on the streets.
This is like Fauci telling me that obviously I should just go ahead and take the vaccines. No
Or
problems.
5 boosters. What's the big deal?
Yeah, right.
Not Kratom. Nope. Not Kratom. That's fucking ridiculous.
All right. Doom gave me a lot of clips here. Here's another one.
She can talk about me and be incorrect about me all she wants, but I'm going to get the facts correct about her. And I'm going to go ahead and show the receipts about her, which I just did. So she can lie about me all.
This is becoming kind of a fun exercise now because I'm not playing the clip I found interesting, and now we never will.
Yep.
You guys will never know what I found fun, what I prepared for all of us to laugh at and have a good time. Yep. Instead, we've let Karl prepare something that is excruciating that I can't figure out the point of. So,
well, we're getting there. I know. I agree. Doom sent this package over, and there is a payoff to all of this. So what happens is, after DJ Electra does this stream where she's chastising Haley for using Kratom, and there's a few other things in there too that she's just like, and then she's using this, she's using that. These are horrible. I'm a nurse. I know better.
Okay.
She goes on Hughesy's show. Now, I love what you guys were saying on BTH about going on Hughesy's show. It's never a good reason to go on Hughesy's show.
Tukey said that. I never said such a thing.
Well, Tukey's a smart puppet. I don't know if you know that.
Sure, yeah.
Very intelligent puppet. I've been on Hughesy's show a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But he always sets you up. You know, he always...
because
there's always a reason.
Because he's a gotcha journalist. I can understand.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
So he wants to bring people on that are going to fight and whatever. Yeah. So DJ Electra goes on there and she is already being antagonistic with Lemmy. She's like, put on some makeup or something like that. So Lemmy shows up and like,
I don't know where this came from. I never received it on my show. I didn't know that. I've never heard that combative. So I don't know where that came from.
Okay. Well, Lemmy shows up wearing like ICP clown paint and, just to like be like, all right, here you go. And so this is the beginning of their conversations where they have a little feud.
But the thing about because you've had your back and forth with Haley this past couple of days, Electra, how's that beef been going for you?
I hope her Kratom trip is going well today. That's all.
A Kratom?
Mm-hmm. She takes it daily.
That's what Ray DeVito takes for his knee or something.
Oh.
Hope she doesn't have to go to rehab to get off of it.
I don't think she doesn't sound all that concerned about her health. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like DJ Electra's not coming off as someone's just like, well, I'm just letting her know that I've done the research here and kratom is dangerous. Also, because I did spend so much time with Haley yesterday morning, I will tell you that Haley bragged about spending a year researching kratom before she started taking it. And she showed folder after folder full of white papers and medical studies. And she's like, I looked at all of this. I did all this research. Like, I don't know if any of that's true, but she showed receipts.
I feel like I've spent a year researching after all.
Well, right. No shit. I'm sorry. But this is where the panel starts to challenge DJ Electra for her attitude on this.
Haley has said openly that she has terrible back pain and struggles to get out of bed. You over-the-hill pick-me girl.
I feel bad for her. I'm so sorry that's the case.
You don't. You're making fun of her for taking kratom.
Electra here. I think that's the real person. I think that's the real. That was like, fuck. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing this.
Wait, I'm sorry. Say that again.
I think her being like, I'm sorry for her. I wish that wasn't the case. Like, I think that's more her than the. What do you want, kratom again, you dumb bitch?
Okay. So you think she was going for something, and then she's realized that she's
she was
in
trying
over her
to
skis.
Tough guy, and I don't think that suits her really.
Yeah. Okay. I think you could be right about that.
I feel bad for her. I'm so sorry that's the case.
You don't. You're making fun of her for taking kratom for pain management.
No, I'm
instead
saying
of being
that kratom,
instead of being heavily addicted to something incredibly more and way more dangerous than kratom.
No,
That's for
Lemmy.
sure.
I'm
And like
saying
not
that
everybody's addicted. to it.
Kratom
You know that, right?
is very addictive and
Sure,
it's
it
not
sure is.
regulated. There's no way to regulate it. She's not getting her labs drawn.
Well,
she
the
doesn't know
thing
what
about-
effect
thing-
it's having on her body.
right.
It's not been studied.
No.
Lemmy.
I think she does know the effects that it's having on her body. It's her fucking body. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead then.
And
Be
the thing is,
addicted all you want, bitch.
Well, okay, that's the thing. You don't feel bad for her, so don't say that shit. That's
No,
fucking
I do
gay
feel
as
bad
shit.
for her
No, you
pain.
don't.
I do.
Don't.
Yes,
no,
I
you
do.
Don't. Shut the fuck
Yes,
up.
I
No one
do.
believes you. No one believes you.
Well, it's true because I also have back pain, so I understand it.
No one cares.
Don't
Okay,
take
make it
kratom?
about yourself.
No.
Make it about yourself now.
Okay, Lemmy.
So fucking cliche. Can we move on, please?
I do have to agree with Lemmy. Again, Lemmy does not like me. I've had a lot of arguments with her on this Husey program. But Lemmy's right. I mean, the fact that it comes very disingenuous. You're just like, no, I'm really concerned about it. I think she might get addicted to this. It's like,
Yeah, you can't. Like I said, and maybe I'm overanalyzing. It sounded to me like she was like, I might have stepped in it here. You know, I think she realized she was in over her head, fucked up. Maybe just got a hold of herself and was like, oh, I'm making fun of someone with like an actual problem or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know. And maybe I'm being overly defensive, but that'll never be heard. So what's the difference? You know?
So they get into it a little bit more. I know that women screaming at each other is not the most entertaining thing to listen to. This is the last clip I have, and then we'll get into the controversy that came from all of this.
I'm just wondering.
Every 2 days.
Let me scrub a little bit. Here we go.
Oh, great. I'm glad kratom is better for her.
I've always wanted to do this. Why are you doing this?
Lemmy, why did you fucking say in a chat that I was faking my condition? Why did you say that?
What condition?
Hold on.
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Let me just say.
Yeah.
Electra's not faking that.
I know.
Nor am I faking my thing. But every day people will write that I can see or whatever like, who gives a fuck? Was Lemmy serious? Was she joking? Who knows? Who cares?
Well,
Lemmy can write that. Lemmy can mean it and be wrong. Lemmy can be joking and not really believe it. Who gives a fuck?
So I'll just say that Lemmy's defense is, I never wrote that.
Oh.
And DJ Electra's bringing up something from years ago that she saw in a chat somewhere.
But you get what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I know.
Electra's holding on to receipts that she saw in a chat,
exactly.
and that is not a good mentality. Like, no. I sent you a quote the other day, Karl.
Mm-hmm.
It was something to the effect of like, I'm going to get this person on for my real life to show you guys that I'm not a bad person.
Yes.
And I sent you that quote along with the fact, I said, I want this to be the center of my lecture. I'm going to go around to colleges around the country, communications programs, and I'm going to teach podcasting based around that quote. and say, listen, you don't need to prove yourself to fucking anybody.
Right.
Do a show, don't do a show. People will like you, some will dislike you. And if you get tired, if the ones that dislike you outnumber the ones that like you, and you get sick of that, stop doing it.
It's that easy.
Or
it's so simple.
Don't stop doing it. Keep doing it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, get over it. Mike, I'm going to tell you something, and no one in the chat comment on this. You've never seen what I look like. My teeth are not as bad as people say they are. They're fine.
Man, every comment on this show, he's gay, his wife is 1,000 years old. It's just mean shit all day. And they like him.
That I was faking my condition. Why did you say that?
What condition?
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Oh, first of all, I'm never in your chat.
No, you
ever.
were not in my chat. This was in Granny's chat when you were still together, apparently, or something.
Holy fucking shit! Wow. That I broke up with him over like a year ago.
This
first
was
and foremost.
2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. Their first show.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't do that.
You can't.
And Electra, listen to me, because I'm certain you are. I would say that much harsher to Karl, Craig, Casey, Vinny, Cardiff, Tukey, any of the people I do shows with. That's don't do that. Don't dwell on a chat from 2 years ago. Get it together. Get your shit together, man.
You
Their
just
first
answered
show.
every question I've got. You're
Go back
fucking.
and
You're
look
a
at their
crazy
show.
person. You're
Thanks,
a fucking
Lemmy.
crazy person.
You're the
I
one
got
wearing
it.
fucking clown makeup right now.
Absolutely. Whoop whoop, bitch.
Well, look at you,
Go
bitch.
at it, bitch.
I'm the wicked clown.
Sorry, Glenn's on this program, Jamie, to just notice.
Stay out of this, Glenn.
Fuck yourself.
I don't care if you are or aren't. I don't care what disease you have. This is the internet, dude. People are a little tiny fucking bit mean to you, and you're gonna be like, "She was on. I'm gonna fucking spill all your fucking information." That's
Nope,
why when
she
you
said it
Oh,
on
shut
her
the
own
fuck up,
stream.
bitch.
No,
Shut
you
the
said
All right, so this is kind of revealing, right? That's why I'm playing this clip. This is interesting.
the fuck up, bitch. She said it on her own stream,
That's
bitch.
why when you DM'd me trying to get like information about my medical shit, that's why I was like, no, I ain't fucking talking to you.
Lemmy,
I
I
just
wasn't
watched
trying
you.
to get
I
information
just
off of
watched-
you.
yes,
I
you
was
were.
being
I just
compassionate.
watched you. No, I watched you take your compassion and shit and like spill it all over the fucking internet like you're doing right
Okay,
fucking
Lemmy.
now.
Okay, cool.
I see where you're a disingenuous,
Cool, Lemmy.
fake ass bitch. And it right down to how you laugh, bro.
Let me get it down. Just like the way that TJ Electra laughs, neither here nor there. So apparently, Electra's like messaging Lemmy about medical issues that Lemmy has because she's compassionate, according to her. And it's just like, don't get involved in any of this shit.
Well, definitely don't get involved. But also, maybe that's being taken out of context. What Electra wants to do is go on a show and say, no. Here's why this is, and do another, 2-hour dissertation on why Lemmy is technically inaccurate about that.
Right.
It's fine. People believe it. Some won't. Most. The world contains billions of people. Percentage-wise, no one knows about this. You don't need to correct every wrong thing said about you in a chat or on one of these shows.
So right after the big story.
And I mean this show too. I said this to Cardiff the other night. I was like, what do you think Joe Matarese would say about my perception of him? I have a playlist, and I've told Electra this. I have a playlist titled The World's Worst Comedy Special, the G.D. Fenderson Saga.
Yes.
And it's, I don't know, 15, 20 clips.
There'd be more, but you can't get through it. It's so bad.
of me making fun of a guy, one of my best friends, Tom Myers. I have an episode titled Tom Myers, the World's Worst Comedian. Now that, of course, is more tongue-in-cheek, obviously ironic. But the point is, Tom could see that, and that could hurt his feelings.
Sure.
Those are the breaks. You're on the internet. You can't do this thing where it's like, well, no one can comment on me. I should be able to comment on everyone else. I can comment on people on Kratom. I can comment on people in the chat. But they shouldn't be commenting on me. That would be wrong.
Right. It's so stupid.
And now I'm frustrated because I've advised repeatedly when asked, just stop doing this.
Stop doing it.
Take a break.
Especially when someone asks you, what should I do? And you go, oh, I have an easy solution. Stop going on shows.
Well, the first
easy.
time when all this started, I reached out to her and said, I actually think that is the correct move. She deleted her YouTube or
She
whatever.
deleted her YouTube and her Twitter, and she was like away from the internet.
People made fun of her for that. I said, good.
Yeah.
Take a fucking break.
I think we both said that.
My pal OJ, we've had our differences over the years.
Thank you, OJ.
If he was having a tough time because Tukey, gave out his medical history without his
broke a HIPAA wire too. Yeah.
Yeah, like Tukey just kind of bashed this guy unsolicited and gave out a lot of personal information. And OJ was having a tough time dealing with that. And he said, I'm out of here. I don't need to deal with this.
He did.
That's the correct move. Or come on and have a good time and make fun of yourself. And some people will like it and some people won't. And that's the other option. You cannot now put me in this position. People are going to ask me to comment on it. You've been on my show too often for me to be like, huh? What? What do you mean? And then when I say I'm going to talk about it, be like, oh, well then, you're dead to me and whatever. She didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing.
Sure.
But, there was a message that I got, 40 minutes before the show or maybe less, where I was like, I don't know what the fuck to do,
And the point is that she leaves Hughesy's show all upset and distraught, goes on this stream called Arkansas, and Arkansas has 8 people on it, and she's very upset. And she's audibly upset, we'll say.
Yeah. And
so you brought the clip, and I have other clips from that too. And we won't play it. We're not trying to pile on or anything like that, but it's like,
maybe she's dealing with a tough time, and I get it.
Right.
I'm not trying to pile on. I will say, since I've thought of the comparison, can I tell you how badly I wish Craig was like, people made fun of my French onion soup, and I worked really hard on it.
Yes, that's what this is.
Well, I'd pay for that to be Craig.
It'd be so great. We'd start a new show just about Craig.
Just about that one clip.
Yes.
I'd come back every week. We'd all watch the clip for a few hours, and then I'd see you next Thursday, guys, for the Craig clip.
Oh, and then so Electra goes on this other show, and everyone on that show is just like, oh my gosh, these people, they're the worst. They're so awful. I actually had to deal with
that too.
Yes, I know. I'm like, don't coddle. That's not what she needs.
Though everyone's behaving wrong in the situation.
Yes.
I got it, and I hate to say this, except Doom, who is just going, hey, here's a clip. Watch it or don't.
This Doom
I don't
character.
get the problem with that. Technically I'm being way worse than Doom has ever been. I don't know what happens in the messages or whatever, but as far as I know.
All right. Well, anyway, that's the DJ Electra saga. We hope that she finds her way out of this.
And I gotta tell you, the only good clip you haven't seen. You can't.
I know, it's the best clip. It's really the payoff to all of it. It's the reason why we built this the way that we did.
And again, Electra, it would be so much better off. What she should have said is, can I come on and make fun of it with you?
Yes. Yes. I'll send you the link right now, Electra, except for we're running long. Maybe I can't.
Yeah.
It's probably too late. Ashley Cummings wants to see the clip. We're not showing the clip, Ashley Cummings. That's your friend, DJ Electra. We're not doing that. We do have Woke Dad coming up in just one moment. But first, a gumshoe Mike says, not that it matters, but many things in Haley's story are at minimum inaccurate and misleading. More likely she's minimizing. Many details she gave don't happen the way she described. I can expand. I think that's kind of what we said, right?
It seemed knowing nothing, and I mean nothing about it. It seemed that way.
Yeah, I think that's what we said. Keela 420 with $50. Play the clip, Mike. Don't take her shit. I was at Madawaska 1. We all reap what we sow.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, that's true. Go listen to an early Kirk Minahan show with me on it. I embarrass myself. But just go to Doom's channel. That's what I don't get either. It's like, okay, just go to Doom's channel.
Yeah, it's out there.
Yeah.
Doom's going to tweet it.
Give Doom a few more views.
Keela 420 also gave 5 gifted Blind Mike memberships.
Oh, thank you. Thank you
very much for that. And then Junk Drawer Vibrator. I used to work with a guy who got addicted to Kratom. He ended up in the ER from an OD, got fired, divorced his wife, and started dating a Vietnamese guy. So not all bad. At least he doesn't eat poop.
I will say I don't think kratom's great, but it is legal for whatever that's worth.
I don't think you can OD on kratom.
I don't know. I know nothing about it.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Ozone with $20. Did you guys point out yet that Haley claimed today the NBC News did a hit piece on her saying she ran a QAnon Discord group? Haley admits her involvement, but said she was secretly infiltrating the group, which she ran. I forgot about the QAnon stuff that was involved in that. He Beats Women and Me. DJ Enormous didn't know what an LD50 was.
Okay.
And minimal participation. Can we have a disclaimer? Always on screen from Mike that says, I don't know. I'm not familiar with. I do not watch. I'm ignorant of. I don't care. To save people time for each topic.
I don't want to be here.
Come on. I think Mike
Leave
did a
me
good job
alone.
today. Tug Simp Karl, you really are a prick. You disgust me. Well, good to see you, Tug Simp.
If ever one of these people messages me at 3:30 every Thursday, we won't have a show. I won't be on it.
Right. Yeah. Just, you guys can make fun of it when you want, just not me.
Tug at my heartstrings. Okay. 3:35 every week, and I'll be out.
Josh O says, it is pharmacologically impossible to OD on kratom. Give me a person who OD on kratom, and I'll give you a person hiding their harder drug addiction. In defense of the person who said he had a coworker that OD on kratom, I think that was a joke. Because it ended with, divorced his wife and started dating a Vietnamese guy. So I'm guessing that was a joke. But yeah, I think that's true. You can't OD on that. JB50 Cal. This all makes me appreciate my wife 1,000% more. Yes. Hug your wife and your mom when you get home.
Yeah.
If she's the same person, even better. Laverne Mystic, $5. Female lol cows are odd, especially when it comes to Doom clips. Doom is a mirror, a shiny mirror. Women don't like mirrors. Cereal doesn't go with milk.
Yes. The mirror analogy is one of my better ones, I guess.
It is a good one. It is a good one.
But what I was going to say, I was going to make fun of myself for being sexist because my original thought was, oh, I can't play this. Like, and by the way, I do feel bad. Like in the clip, it would have been me saying like, oh, I feel bad for her, but I'm a pussy because I didn't want to play it. Where imagine if this was any of the guys in the Dabbleverse.
Mm-hmm.
But, sometimes you receive threats.
Voltaire, Craig and Vinny undersold the appearance of the actor in that EDP doc. The watch along was great, Mike.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, people seem to enjoy it. Go check that out. Vinny Paulino of The Creep Off joined us. I brought an expert in to talk about EDP. Go watch it. Watch it on my channel if you'd like. It's up for members now. We're going to try and release it for everyone. It's just like partially blocked right now because of copyright stuff. Mm-hmm. But even just go watch it on Mike Klum's channel. I think it's at Mike-Klum on YouTube. It's the wildest documentary I've ever watched. We're trying to go through the proper channels to get it nominated for an Oscar. It's solid work.
All right. I'll check that out. I haven't seen it yet. Dimpled Balls. Is it true that OJ, Croge, Kevin, and Stuttering John will be starting a podcast together soon? Oh, those guys.
That'd be big.
If I see Croge and Kevin and OJ on another podcast.
Some great voices on a Croge and OJ pod. Those are some velvety voices.
That would be interesting. He Beats Women and Men. Better not show Karmic's. Play the clip.
Yeah, right. We'll never show Karmic. Karmic just messaged me before every episode to make sure I don't play.
Guys, I cried again this week. Can you please not show that on the show? No problem, Karmic. Sorry about that, buddy. He Beats Women and Men. You can overdose on kratom. Just got to work hard. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'm up for a challenge. Let's get into what's going on with our buddy Woke Dan. You know him. You love him.
Sitting in my mobile coffee shop,
making videos about my transvestite children for TikTok.
Daniel Alexander. The shoe fits on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
This man is a miracle. He can turn any conversation he overhears into him being a hero.
It's incredible because I think he's starting to lose his identity. When he mentions his kids' ages here, I'm kind of like shocked. When we were doing WATS, I thought this guy's kids were like, I don't know, 5 and 9, maybe.
Yeah.
Would have
Right.
been, I guess.
He's creating this art studio, and the kids will be able to hang out there, and their friends can come over.
And there's the story of the stories of little kids. Like, they drew a superhero and it was dad, or it would be like, Papa, why is there injustice in the world? It's like, shit like that. I didn't realize they were in fucking high school.
One of them's in college. One of them's in college. Anyway, without further ado, let's see what Dan Alexander's talking about.
Pay attention to what your kids are saying to each other, especially if they don't think that you're listening, because that'll give you some really good insight into what's rattling around inside their brain. Just yesterday, I had both of my kiddos in the car, my son in the front seat, who's a late-stage teenager, and my daughter in the back seat here, who's a mid-stage teenager, and they were discussing something, and she pulled out her phone and looked something up super quick, and she goes, "Ah, damn it, the internet lied to me." And my son, just as quick as she said that, whipped around and go, "Are you using the internet to fact check that sometimes the internet lies to you?" So knowledge is power. Raise good critical thinkers. Teach them how to find knowledge in the right way. That'll change the world.
How's it a story of knowledge in any way?
Why is it what an amazing father I am for raising these critical thinkers? That's his takeaway from that?
No, first of all, so much about it. It wasn't a story.
No.
That was misleading.
Right.
It's not an example of like either of his kids being particularly smart. Like one had kind of a witty observation, I guess.
No, one of them said, "You're a fucking idiot," to the other one. And he goes, "These kids are mine. They're amazing."
I've really done something here.
Right. Dave D. Doors, I take kratom to dull the pain of woke dad.
Yeah.
Use as prescribed, my friend.
I hear it's good for that. I can't
Take it
speak to
prescribed.
the benefits.
I would OD on woke dad before I'd OD on kratom.
Mm-hmm.
I can see myself going on a bender.
Oh, much more dangerous.
A woke dad bender. What an incredible TikTok. The guy doesn't put out a ton of TikToks. He used to do one a day.
No, yeah, well, now it's like one a week at most.
Yeah, how boring is his life that back and forth between his kids? He's just like, I got to post this on the internet.
I think we neutered him because there are no. We like brush up against it now, but there hasn't been a full-fledged woke dad. I do get people that are here for, strictly Dabbleverse stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If they're like, I don't get the appeal of this guy because we're still waiting for him to break out into his vintage. I was at Walmart and a man pushed me against the wall and said, "You're not a woman," and then pulled my pants down. And
yes. or I love the ones where he'll walk up to the cashier and he'll see that the cashier has they, them on their nameplate. And he'll be like, "I see you." And the cashier will start bawling.
They break down.
Yeah, they break down like, "Thank you."
Can I
no one else acknowledges me. So, his stories used to be epic. And now his stories, we put on this show, the lemonade stand one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the best one, I think, since he came back.
Yeah. They're more like fun if you know them,
Yeah, a good point.
It's fun for us, but I can see why people aren't getting into them yet.
Here is Labyrinth Mystic. Appreciate the support. Cocaine used to be an over-the-counter elixir. Legalize it, right, Karl? I would legalize everything.
Yeah.
That's my stance on it.
Yeah, look how well gambling's gone,
Oh, well, yeah, that's a disaster. But if Kevin Hart could pitch cocaine to me during, the 4:00 games, I'm all for it. We got a voicemail that came in.
Hey, Karl, just caught the newest Dabbleverse live, and holy shit, dude, you were actually able to book Tukey as a co-host. You've leveled up in the dab.
Leveling up in the dab. I'm going to be selling T-shirts.
Wow.
On whoarethese.com. Get your level up in the dab T-shirts, everyone.
Interesting.
You know how controversial what I just said is.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
that I know.
Oh, okay. Good. We probably covered it on this show now I think about it.
Yeah, we have.
What am I talking about? Mike, thank you so much for letting me hang out with you on your channel.
Oh, please.
If people just follow Dabbleverse Live, they should be hitting subscribe right now because you are live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. with a fantastic program.
Yeah, if you're looking for a man to come on and try to please everyone and please no one. I'm sure there's already a message in my inbox, but you've come to the right place. Feel free to subscribe. We'll be live Sunday at 10 a.m. talking about Tom Segura, one of the worst sequels of all time. Tom Segura put on after Christina gave a beautiful address to their divorce. Tom came on and went like, "Nah, I don't really give a fuck." so that'll be fun to cover on Sunday morning. All our usual hijinks. Craig will be with me, and I'm going to get and cry over some French onion soup. Now that is my goal.
Nice.
I have a new goal. So check that out. BTH every Monday night with Cardiff and Tukey. And yeah, go check out that EDP thing we did. It's up for members now. Like I said, in a few weeks, I'm going to try and get it out for free. It's just blocked. And there's certain restrictions on it right now. But if you want to get it early, become a member.
And whoarethese.com for all things Who Are These podcasts. We do a weekend show on Who Are These podcasts. Anyone who's a Patreon member or a member on our YouTube can watch that live or anytime thereafter. It is behind the paywall. This weekend, it will be on Sunday because the Isotopes are performing at the Hoochie Festival, opening for My Morning Jacket. So I'll be busy with that on Saturday. But on Sunday, I'll be live 2 p.m. Eastern with Jim from Jim and Them.
Ooh.
Yes. And I actually was watching a Corey Feldman Instagram post that dropped today. I'm sure we'll be discussing that, but many other things. Jim from Jim and Them, he's a big Opie guy. He's a big Opie and Anthony guy. So he knows a lot of that lore, and we've had him on the show before, and he's fantastic. Very funny guy. Of course, they performed at Hackamania this past year, and we've been doing each other's shows a little bit. And if you're in the Rochester area and you want to watch me on TV tomorrow morning, I'll be on 13 Wham, their morning news program at 9:30 a.m. with the Isotopes, Lucy Tightbox, and producer Chris and Croge. We'll all be on there performing live on television.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure that won't make the rounds in the Dabbleverse.
I just added something for Sunday's agenda.
there it is. Very good. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging. I guess I could let you do the sign off. It's your show.
Yeah, goodbye.
Well, there you go. There's your Dabbleverse news.